Let's start. Good morning, Jai Ma Prakriti. Let's start with the reciting Om Dhvani 3 times. While reciting Om Dhvani, we need to take a long breath, and in each of the breath, 2/3 it should be O, 1/3 it should be Ma. So Om. So let's have a long breath. O. Again a long breath. O. Again a long breath. O. Welcome you all. You are lucky to be in this session today on Magical Diet Plan, and you will feel blessed only when you gain this knowledge through the session, though it's an elementary knowledge. But to listen it properly, you need to have your cameras on. Communication is always better when the cameras are on with the audio video also. So my request to all of you to keep your cameras on, so there's a direct communication. You don't get engaged in other things. So kindly keep your cameras on, and you'll be able to capture it only when you listen it with all focus, your complete attention. When we say Jai Ma Prakriti, nature is a mother. Nature gives liberty to everyone. But when we start misusing it, when we go to extremes and go against the nature, then nature takes over. Then the diseases start. When you start following a natural lifestyle, things which are against the nature, then logically, by common sense, nature will take over, diseases start coming, and day by day, this will increase. So, to ensure that we go with the nature, we must adhere to nature and laws of nature. Nature is the winner, nature is victorious, nature is conqueror. So, to salute to nature and greet with enthusiastic sport, let's all hail to nature. So let's say Jai Ma Prakriti. No, natural lifestyle is based on a philosophy of guru disciple. When we say Guru Gobind do khade, kake lago paye, balihari Guru apne, Gobind diyo bataye. Guru and Lord, if they are side by side, then whose feet one should touch? We must go to Guru. The simple reason being, Guru shows the path. Guru gives you knowledge on truthfulness, on health, on medicine-free life, and even for seeking blessings from God. So my greetings to present Guru legend Acharya Mohan Gupta ji and Srimati Pooja Bansal ji. Natural lifestyle, let me give a little background on natural lifestyle. This is a registered public charitable trust under income tax section 88. The people who are associated with it they have experience of few weeks to 5 decades. Though science is from ancient times, but last 150 years, through natural lifestyle, is being propagated, is being spread to various corners of the country, even overseas also. The first Acharya ji, late Pandit Lakshman Sharma, he started propagating the science, and he has written a lot of books also, which are being educated in universities on naturopathy. Then after that, the Shadri, late Acharya Shadri Swaminathan ji, he took over, and he was in a government job. He left his government job and decided to not get married. He remained bachelor throughout his life and served the humanity for 65 years. And the baton was passed on to present legend Acharya Mohan Gupta ji. Last 22 years, he's into this with all selflessness. He had lots of problems, and he could overcome by following the science. As a public relations, at the time of Shadri Swaminathan ji, the baton was passed on to him, and he started propagating the science last 22 years. And along with the Acharya Mohan Gupta ji, Srimati Pooja Bansal ji, she had also lots of problems, and she could overcome. And the last 18 years, she's also associated. This natural lifestyle, the modus operandi is on delivering this knowledge through public lectures on Zoom, otherwise in the parks also, invitations by various institutions from different cities, medical diet plan like this, medicine free life, special sessions on many topics like arthritis, could be a corona, could be a immunity enhancement, could be any other topic. And the ultimate is 4 days camp, which is a off-site camp where people stay for 4 days and gain complete knowledge to be as self-doctors. There are a lot of dedicated volunteers associated with this team. Only because they have overcome their problems and they are leading medicine-free life till date. As you understand, last 22 years, there are more than 2 million people who have attended these sessions through different modus operandi. My experience, I want to share with you. I'm basically a management professional with an engineering background, and I work for government, public sectors, I work for multinationals, I work for corporates. In IT, information technology. After I had my retirement in March 2020, I had lots of problems, lots of health challenges. I had blood pressure for the last 27 years, since the age of 38. I had sugar last 6 years. I had severe constipation and IBS for the last almost, I think, 20 years, and consulted all sorts of doctors, allopathic, Ayurvedic, homeopathic, and other workarounds. Nothing happened. I had disturbed sleep, insomnia. I had sensation in my feet, fingers. I had cramps in my legs when I used to sleep. And on top of that, I was advised prostate surgery in August 2020. A friend of mine, Mr. Bhutani, he referred and he was advising me, why don't you understand this knowledge and start following it? But the time was a constraint. But 16th August, I still remember, I attended first session on medical diet plan like this, then followed with the medicine free life. And I could see the difference there and then. When I attended the camp on 29th October 2020, there's a transformation, there's a U-turn, there's a complete change. I was advised, through consultation sessions, I was advised not to take any medicines except prostate, which I tapered it off over a period of about 1.5 months. So since then, 1 year and almost 4 months, I have not taken a single pill. I'm healthy. I had my pathological test done also 2-3 times. They're all fine. So I'm leading a healthy life without a single pill, without a single medicine, without a single injection. So I'm thankful to analysts for giving this knowledge, and all of us, all volunteers, entire team is trying to spread this knowledge to serve the humanity. Now let's come to this magical diet plan. So what is it about? This is a Sunny. Can you please highlight me? Sunny, highlight करेंगे मुझे? Okay. So natural. Let's screen share, please. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. When we adhere to a natural living and start following natural lifestyle and start following laws of nature, that's what we call natural lifestyle. We are inclined towards nature and laws of nature and try to live the way is required to be. That's the natural way. So that makes sense, and here the transformation starts. So this magical diet plan session is elementary. It's at the breakfast level, I should say. This is at just change your breakfast, and till 12 o'clock you follow the routine and see the difference right there itself. Within a couple of days, or maybe a 1 week to 10 days, you'll see magic coming out of this NLS. So I request all of you to just listen properly and carefully, so that you see the difference in yourself. We are not trying to keep hungry. Rather, during this routine, we eat much more than normally we eat during the day. And many persons have seen that when they start following, and whether it's knowingly or inadvertently, some people do follow this also, but that needs to be refined to get the results. So they start leaving medicines after they start following, and after that, then there are further detailed knowledge on this. But on magical diet plan, when we say what is it, it's basically a part of, it's a subset of natural lifestyle. Through this, we're not trying to cure diseases. Rather, diseases, they start disappearing one by one. The last disease we captured, that the one that will go away, we say based on LIFO, last in, first out. The last disease when we capture, that will go first. It's based on laws of nature, and laws of nature, law of vital economy, law of dual effect. So this is a little advanced, so we'll not talk about this, we'll not get into details. Laws of non-violence. We need to remember that we don't have to do any violence with our body. Again, I think there's some problem. Yeah. Yes. So we need to remember law of non-violence. During this routine, whether through diet, whether through exercise, whether through any outside agents like medicines or injections or something, we don't have to do any violence to our body. Simply, we have to follow nature. That's it. This is till midday routine. Now, our normal routine, what we call is at conventional, what we call it as a normal thing. We take all cooked food all the time, and acidity levels in the body is very high. If you look at what we call, some people will understand the pH values from C0 to 14. So on the left hand side is higher acidic levels on the right hand side towards 14 sides, a higher alkaline side. When you have acidity in our body, because we are taking all the time cooked food and junk food and packed food and bottled food or whatever, so our acidity level starts increasing, and that's how the problems start coming, the disease start coming. Because in the body itself, you see that a lot of toxins they start getting created. So we need to ensure that we take that food which brings a lot of alkalinity in our body. And now body constitutes 5 elements, and when we are focused on only on food, only on diet, then the entire spectrum gets disturbed. So we need to ensure that our 5 elements the body constitutes must be balanced. And treatment through rest to body organs is the best cure for diseases. We need to ensure that our body is detoxified on a regular basis. Our organs, they get toned up all the time, and we take right food. Now, entire spectrum is not a big deal. This is only fundamentals of nature. When we get to know all this, you'll see the very simple things. Nothing, there's no rocket science, there's nothing big. It's very simple. So it's a change in lifestyle, but you need to have will, you need to have belief, you need to have determination, you need to have motivation to follow this, and magic will start coming. Now, the vision of natural lifestyle is to recreate medicine-free, healthy world. It's a very simple word. It's short form. This is just of the entire. This is what we want to achieve. This is what we want to accomplish. And mission is basically a modus operandi, and it's to educate the science of natural hygiene as taught by late Acharya Seshadri Swaminathan, late Acharya K. Lakshmi Sharma ji. Now, what is health? It's to feel better, to feel happy. Mind should be happy, and mind should be relaxed. There should be uniform warmth in the body. We must be lighter all the time. There should not be any laziness. Body should be able to perform internal activities. It's a timely and proper discharge of excreta to 4 routes: urine, feces, exhaled air, sweat. They are functioning properly, then we can say, yeah, we're gonna have a good health. We must have deep sleep and appropriate hunger. This is basically health is a combination of it's basically unity of mind, body, and soul. It's not the diet. You know, negative thoughts, negativity prevailing in our minds, and relationships which are not good. They're all the reasons of not having good health. We must see that not only the routine, even our negativity must be removed, and our relationship, they should also be complete to achieve a great health. We don't have to, these are the indicators, we don't have to any test done for this. If we feel, we are the assessors ourselves, we can feel ourselves, yes. If we have all this, then we have good health. Otherwise, there's some problem. So we are the doctors for ourselves. So these are the 9 indicators I should see. Now, what is disease? Cause of disease is basically toxins being retained in the body, and those toxins could be in the form of having high levels of acidity, gastric problem, constipation, mucus, phlegm. And Further, if there's an imbalance of 5 elements of the body, that's again a cause of disease. What is disease? Nature is the owner of this body. So there's always a process of detoxification of the body by white energy through active diseases. God has given white energy at the time of birth, which gets spent in a small quantities on a daily basis. In the morning, you have high levels of energy. By the time you go to bed, there's a very low level of energy. The nature ensures that body gets detoxified, and these acute problems start coming. These acute problems start coming from time to time, and these acute diseases, they're not for not for the adults or elderly people. They start coming from childhood itself. And when the child is born, after some time, the child may also even have this sort of next slide, please. One slide before this. Yes. So, cough and cold, vomiting, diarrhea, boils, acne, pains, fever. These must come, is good for all of us. And that's how the body gets detoxified. And the treatment is to take rest, physiological rest by 5 elements of nature, and mental rest through ethical and moral values, which are basically bringing positivity and having good relationships and feeling happy, having peace, feeling relaxed all the time. So that's the treatment. So this is acute disease we talked about: influenza, cold, vomiting, diarrhea, fever, cough, boils, stomach pain. They're good for all of us, and these must come from time to time, so that the bad elements, the toxins, they move out. The only problem is you start taking medicines for these basic diseases. These diseases get suppressed, and this is very bad. We must take these toxins out through these acute diseases naturally. They should not be retained in the body. There's a blunder, I should say, not a mistake, say blunder, when you start medicines and start suppressing these basic diseases. You must never take medicines for
Sir, excuse me, ये स्लाइड लगी हुई है, हटवानी है स्क्रीन पे आपका पूरा।
कौन सी अभी आ रही है? एक्यूट डिजीजेस की है ना अभी?
नहीं सर, ऐसी लगी हुई है, वेलकम की लगी हुई है, और आपके लिए नहीं आ रहे कुछ।
मैं शेयर कर रहा हूँ सनी को। सनी, इसको जरा अपना हटा दो। सॉरी अबाउट इट। सनी, हमारी प्रेजेंटेशन चलने दो।
ठीक है,
दिखाई दे रही है अभी? इज इट ओके?
नहीं सर, वही आ रही है, वेलकम टू नेचुरल लाइफ स्टाइल।
सनी, उससे बात करेंगे प्लीज, सनी से जरा।
ठीक है सर, आप कंटिन्यू करें।
ओके, सो ऑन एक्यूट डिसीजेस, so I'll share my screen now. That's better. Yeah. Is it okay now?
No.
सनी को जरा बताएं थोड़ा सा।
सनी, ये वाली हटा दीजिए स्लाइड। सनी, स्लाइड हटा दीजिए, जो कृष्णलाल जी कह रहे हैं वो लगा दीजिए।
आ रही है अभी रजीश नहीं?
सर वही लगा रहे हैं बार बार।
2 मिनट, अभी आई एम ट्राइंग टू कॉन्टैक्ट सनी।
ठीक है मैम।
ओके,
इसको तो हटा दो कम से कम।
अभी कोई आ रही है रजीश जी?
आप आ रहे स्क्रीन पे, आप शुरू करिए, कंटिन्यू करें।
अब प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं है ना, उसमें आ नहीं रही, मुझे दिख रही है।
मंद रोग की दिखानी थी, मंद रोग वाली।
हेलो, या
सनी इज नॉट रिस्पोंडिंग।
मैं कर रहा हूँ ना, आप मेरी शेयर करो ना, आप मत चलाओ मेरी। हाँ हाँ, एक्चुअली तो फिर आप चलाओ, एक्टिविटीज पे आ जाओ, मैं इसको हटा देता हूँ। हाँ, एक्टिविटीज। Sorry about that. So they are, yeah, that's fine. So we must never take any medicines to control these diseases, and these toxins must come out when we have active diseases. Let's go to chronic diseases. When we start suppressing active diseases, then what happens? Like a pile of garbage, it's lying all the time. What will happen? Some worms will come out after a couple of weeks. Another set of worms will come out. Another couple of weeks, something else will come out. Same way, with the same analogy, you see that when toxins get retained and they are not allowed to move out, and you take medicine, start suppressing them, what will happen? Some diseases start floating around, so it could be allergy. We'll go to the next level of chronic diseases, and these chronic diseases are like allergy, anxiety, acidity, alcohol addiction, ankylosing spondylitis, arthritis, asthma, bronchitis, cervical spondylitis. Some could be even age-related also, but these can always be controlled, provided we are on the right path of natural lifestyle. This list has not been prepared by, that suddenly it's not from the books. This list has been prepared based on the inputs from various people who could overcome all the diseases by following natural lifestyle. Right now, this list of 55 diseases like irregular periods, joint pain, cirrhosis, palpitation, PCOD, pigmentation, pimples, lungs infection, and all that. This is a list of 55. It's not limited to 55. It could be 100 also. It could be 200 also. But this is based on experience. These diseases have been cured by following natural lifestyle. So next slide, please. Yes. So prostate, sciatica, snoring, sinus, skin disease, thyroid, ulcer. So all these are chronic diseases. Again, we go against nature. We don't follow proper lifestyle. Don't follow proper diet plans. We don't follow. We have negativity all the time, and we don't have good relationships. Then these problems will multiply, and they get to the next level of destructive diseases. So these destructive diseases, where the level of health is very, very low, there where the problem is. And those destructive diseases are, next slide please, heart attack, kidney failure, brain stroke, paralysis, cancer, autoimmune diseases. So these are dangerous diseases, and where is the biggest challenge. At this juncture, health level goes pretty low, there's a risk to life also. So we must ensure that when you have acute diseases, you must never take any medicines, no pills, no treatments. Naturally, this should come out. When we have chronic diseases, then also must cure these diseases through a natural lifestyle. We should not take any medicines. Even if we are taking medicines, by following natural lifestyles, these can be stopped, and naturally these will get cured. Now, not only the diseases, even the surgeries, like any type of surgeries, it could be a cardiac angioplasty or next slide, please. Sorry, next slide. Yes. Appendix, bariatric surgery, disc prolapse, gallbladder stone, kidney stone, knee replacement, ovarian cyst, piles, prostate surgery, appendicitis, tonsillitis, uterus removal surgery. This is surgeries will also get avoided, but in case you go for surgeries, there's again a bigger problem. After some time, again you're gonna have same problem, and then again could be another surgery. We must ensure that we don't undergo surgery, but start following medical diet plan or natural lifestyle. So not only this, some of the functions of the body, natural functions, they go for a toss, and that's the biggest reason that we should avoid these surgeries and follow natural lifestyle. So next, go to next slide, please. Yeah, at a high level, if I talk about it, normal the perception, the belief we have on medicines that they cure our diseases, they will avoid our risk to life, they'll avoid our advanced level of diseases. This is what we think, this is what we perceive, this is the belief we have. But it's a misperception. The fact is, medicines do suppress diseases and their causes also. Medicines have lots of side effects. Today's medicines will get stopped over time, and some new medicines will come up. Only because the side effects these medicines cause to the human being. Medicines intake keep on increasing. Diseases may even advance over time in same or some other forms. It's only because of the medicines we have been taking all the time for years and years together, we have more and more problems. So we must stop medicines right from the first day when we have acute diseases or chronic diseases, so that we don't go at the advanced level of diseases like respiratory diseases or some surgeries and all that. Now, next slide, please. So, at a high level again, what is the cause of disease? Modern lifestyle, which is basically living in very unnatural way, eating unhealthy food, having negative thoughts, having bad relationships. So that's the modern lifestyle is the cause of diseases, and natural lifestyle is the cure. That's the high level gist of entire thing. Next, please. So what's the treatment? Treatment is to give rest, both physically as well as mental rest. So physical rest can be ensured to the body by 5 elements of nature, and mental rest through ethical moral values. That's to bring positivity, to ensure that your attitude is positive, to ensure that we have do some welfare, we do some donations, we take care of other human beings, other living beings. That's all we'll have ethical moral values. Next, please. So this is a very, very important chapter. What they say on page 4027 of Guru Granth Sahib is stated that पांच तत्व को तन रच्यो जानो चतुर सुजान जिससे उपजो नानका लीन कहे मैं मान. That means Nanak says that a clever and wise man, please listen. Your body is constituted of 5 elements. You must believe it. And you will also come to know that after some time, your body will merge into oneness. So you must take care of your 5 elements. And these 5 elements are sky, air, sun, water, earth. That's how the priority is. Sky has the topmost priority, air is the next priority, sun is the next priority, water is the next priority, and earth is the next priority. But our focus is on earth, which is the lowest priority. Earth means our food habits, our diet plans. Now, what is sky? Sky is a ether. It's a invisible, very, very minute constituent of the body. Body is a skeleton, is a muscle system, is a flesh, it's blood. If you don't have ether in the body, then we'll have toxins in our body. If we have the toxins in our body will become inflexible. If you have ether in the body, our body will be very flexible, will be very light and healthy. Now, what is the interpretation of sky? How to ensure there is a sky element? That's the fasting. Now, in Hinduism, whether it's a Muslim faith or it's a Jain faith, you know that people do fast over the year. Navratras are there, Rosas are there, Ekadashi is there, then we have Janmashtami is there, full moon day, Karwa Chauth. So it's basically to ensure that emptiness. But the way we do fasting, we do wrong eating during fast, that causes more of a problem. Fasting means just being natural. Take the minimum natural intake during the fast, and that's it. During this process, when you do the fast, body gets cleaned and detoxified. But the way we take food during the fast, it creates more problems. In lieu of detoxification, we are creating more toxins in our body. So must be very, very careful during fast that we take only appropriate and natural intake. Okay, so this is the importance of the sky element, ether element. Now, next is air. Air is very sensitive. We can't live even for a couple of minutes without air. Please go back on the same screen. 5 elements, especially. So on air, they say that there's vitamins in air also. And in case we have closed doors, we live in closed rooms, we don't have right postures, we don't have sleep properly, then we don't have good air element. To ensure we have good element in our body, must have hard bed, our lungs must have good air. But in case lungs are not having good air, what's happened is your efficiency goes down, capacity goes down, immunity goes down. So we must have air bath in the morning. We must expose our body to the air. We must do breathing exercise every day as a routine. Pranayama we must do every day. And through this, we'll have air element in our body. Next is sun. They say sun is God, is king of the day. Again, it's a type of meal. We need to get up in the morning and expose our body, take off our clothes to the minimum, expose our body to the sun rays. The sun rises within 1 hour, must expose our body, or 1 hour before sunset. That's a must. And When we have the sun bath, what happens? Your blood circulation will go up, and your sweating and urination will change. Your bad elements will come out. Your excreta system, that will also improve. And sun bath also tries to help by absorbing essential ingredients of the food much better. Skin will also improve. Vitamin D and balance of all this will also improve. So exposure to sun every day, 1 hour after sunrise and 1 hour before sunset. That's the really going to be great. And in case we can't do it, when we then we can go to a park or outside during the day also, but we must keep our head covered and just expose our body to sun rays. We should not have sun heat, only sun rays. Okay, sunshine, only sunshine. Next is water. Water element. As you know that Earth constitutes 2/3 of the body. I mean 2/3 of water. Similarly, our body also has 2/3 of water and 1/3 of other like bones and flesh and all that. So must have those items, natural items, where more water is there. Less of there's like cereals and wheat and rice and this cooked food and all that. Must focus on those diets which have more water intake. They have more water. Water retain is better. And sorry, those items where the water is much more. Okay. Normally, they say that we must swallow a couple of glasses in the morning itself. We should take hot water. That's doing violence to our body. Our kidneys must work properly, and we must take only that requirement of water, only as per the requirement of your body, not much more than that. When we take alkaline intake, the diet plans where the water content is much higher, then your requirement of water will go down drastically. People say you must take 10 to 12 glasses of water, 3-4 liters of a day. No, not required. Maybe just a few glasses of water during the day, and that's it.
सनी पीपीटी हटा दीजिए.
Even during the day also, water will not be required that much. Only when you feel thirsty, you must take water sip by sip and limited quantities. Okay. You must avoid the spicy foods, stimulants. Then in that case, in case we take all the stimulants and spicy foods, the intake of water will go up. If you avoid this junk food and spicy foods and all that, requirement of water will go down, and the kidneys will be relaxed in a better way. Now, fifth element, earth, where our focus is all the time, keep on eating. There's hunger, there's no hunger. We take much more than we are hungry. Quantity of intake is very high. We keep on eating all the time. We keep on taking tea, coffee, cold drinks, which are stimulants. As per law of dual cause and effect. So basically, short time, temporarily will find yes is good, but in the long run, creates toxin in the body and does much more harm to our body, and that's how the diseases start coming. So we must have balanced food, and here the medical diet plan will talk about this right intake of food. Only when we are hungry must take food. Only when thirsty must take water, not otherwise. वैशाली ये फोकस हाईलाइट करें हमें. सनी.
सर हाईलाइट किसको करना है?
हमें करें किस लाल को करें please?
सर आप हाईलाइट ही हैं।
अच्छा ठीक, okay. So not only that, when you take food, must take in a relaxed mind, not in anxiety, not when we are watching TV or using mobiles. So must be careful. We must take only when we are hungry. We must take less than our hunger. The simple reason being, we need to have some, that sky element in our body. In case we feel hungry, for 4 chapatis, you must take 2. Rest of it should be space within our belly. 1/4 of space is required for juices to come out, and 1/4 of the space is required for churning our food. We must take less than what we feel hungry. So this is the gist of these 5 elements. Now, what's got to be done? This all theory we talked about has got to be done. What is the routine? We must start following. When we get up in the morning, we recite our God and go to the washroom. And within a few minutes, we must empty our stomach. In case that doesn't happen, that means that we have constipation. Naturally, it should happen. In the morning itself, go to the toilet, and if you don't feel satisfied, we have constipation. We must not take any hot waters. We must not take any other thing like isabgol or any pills to empty your stomach. Naturally should come out. Now, as per NLS, there's a application what they call Anima, which is non-violent, very simple appliance, a simple gadget. We can use that. Application, and will not get habitual, just to temporarily ensure that body gets emptied and your toxins come out. So for Anima, I would request Abhaji to invite someone for this.
Thank you, Krishan ji. Sunny, I would request you to highlight Suman Raji to explain us about Anima in detail. Sunny, Suman Raji को highlight कर दीजिए. Sunny. Sunny, are you there? Vaishali.
Suman Raji is there?
Yeah, Suman Raji is
Yes.
there.
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, that's
yeah.
fine.
Okay. Namaskar. Hello and welcome to this erudite and scholastic health thinking community who has assembled here today, my fellow team analyst members, Mrs. Pooja Bansal and Acharya Mohanji. Very good morning to you all. I thank my dear friend and teammate, Mr. Krishan Lal, the anchor of this serious and invaluable discourse on health, for providing this opportunity to come face to face with you. I'm joining for you from Dehradun, Uttarakhand, where I am based these days, though I am a resident of Delhi. Before proceeding any further, please permit me to divulge to you a little bit about myself. I'm all of 77 years of age, full of vigor and vitality, bubbly and enjoying life to the hilt, still raring to go, joyous journey into the golden years. I never had or have no fancy or mind-boggling and scary chronic disease worth a name at this age, except kidney stones some 5 decades back, which of course are cured by following this regimen you are being told today. I consider myself truly a favorite child of destiny, having spent about last 5 decades, 49 years to be exact, in blissful health without taking any medicine except at the time of tooth or cataract related procedures. And that too while at the dentist chair or undergoing cataract surgery till I left the eye surgeon's hospital. Even my family members, down to my son, my daughter, down to my grandchildren, there are 4 of them, ranging between 6 to 13 years, have been without medicine so far. Even now, I'm an avid walker, taking long walks whenever I fancy. I trekked to Mussoorie from Dehradun last month, a distance of 25 kilometers. In 2020, while at Chicago visiting my son, I completed a walkathon of 44 kilometers and used to play badminton and tennis till late 2020. I live in Delhi in a high-rise building having 27 floors and ride all of these 27 floors every day as a part of my exercise regimen. Besides, I'm an activist for the right cause and a part of formidable Nishant Natya Manch performing Nukkad Nataks of street plays in Delhi and outside. All of this have been possible because of following the natural styles mandated way of life for the past 5 decades. I learned this divine science at the feet of my mentor, Acharya Seshadri Swaminathanji, in the year 1973, at whose advice I got rid of my kidney stone in 3 weeks flat. I never looked back and said bye-bye to my miserable, unhealthy life before that May 1973. My mentor is no more with us, having left for his heavenly abode in 2006. But his immortal and invaluable knowledge is still surviving and spreading by leaps and bounds, thanks to my fellow but highly dedicated follower, Acharya Mohanji, who at the bidding of our common mentor to carry on his unfinished task of educating the humanity at large as to how to live healthy without using any type of poisonous drug therapy called medicine sophistically, until one is ready to walk into the sunset. I'm proud to tell you, I really feel proud to tell you that Acharya Mohanji have more than fulfilled this task till this day and is still carrying on with the missionary zeal. Let me mention a few important things of health and lifestyle. I'm sure that all of us have heard and agree to the adage, health is wealth, without ever caring to keep it safe and intact. Health is a jewel which is rarely valued till it is lost. Alas, we knew how to value and treasure and cherish it. In utter ignorance, we burn the candle from both ends with gusto and become flabbergasted when one fine day we find it is nearly lost. Friends, despair not. Still, there is every chance for the entire gathering in this Zoom session to take a U-turn and climb back to the optimum level of health. So please, 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 we adjure upon you to grab this opportunity with both hands and follow what's being discoursed here and weave these pearls of wisdom into your life for your own betterment and that of your family. Please always bear in mind that health is not a matter of height, weight, and breadth. It's a matter of feeling and very personal to every individual. Only you can tell the health level of yourself. During the discourse, it will be clear to you as to how to measure your level of health. Therefore, never ever be obsessed about one's weight or BMI index, unless accompanied by depletion in energy level. When you embark on this wonderful journey towards your health goal of leading a drugless life for the rest of your life, please shed any apprehension or fears in your mind, as you will become to learn that this science turns conventional wisdom on its head. Because the two basic premises of the science is no further damage. I repeat, no further damage. And two, therapy of least discomfort. Your existing conditions will take a full stop, will make a full stop and make a U-turn. That's for sure. Before I proceed to explain the non-violent enema, please permit me to mention why we need it. When we live wrongly, violating the dictates of Mother Nature by throwing caution to the wind, the eliminatory system of our body is the first to go bust. as it finds itself unable to cope up with the burden of dietary indiscretions by the person concerned day in and day out. With the setting in of constipation, other dreaded diseases make a beeline to afflict and wreak havoc on the body in due course of time. Before proceeding any further, let's understand what exactly constipation connotes. Constipation is not merely being able to empty the bowels in the morning, which many people say they are able to, but one must be unable to empty the bowels unaided. I repeat, unaided on getting every morning, which means that no tea, glasses of water, plain or lime, smoking, etc., including and without taking any potion the night before, like Triphala, Churans, laxative, isabgol, etc. Your bowels should start moving automatically on their own getting up in the morning. Only then you are unconstipated. Health seekers approaching natural lifestyle for helping in alleviating their miseries often ask as to when their constipation will be cured. Excuse me. Let's be very clear in mind that constipation is the mother of all diseases. And I think everyone in this learned audience will agree to this. If not, please raise your hand. So I assume everybody agrees that constipation is the mother of all diseases. Okay, we go ahead. If constipation is cured, no disease need to be suffered by anyone. When the health seekers embarks on a journey to restoration of invaluable health lost by so-called modern lifestyle, by starting to follow natural lifestyle mandated regimen of daily routine, his or her chronic diseases and toxins which have dirtied the body start deserting the body one by one, beginning with the last disease inflicting the body being cured first. All the chronic diseases get cured in the reverse order they made the body their home. When all the diseases are cured, only then the constipation gets cured all by itself. During this period, we advocate the usage of non-violent enema to hasten the process of curing the diseases inflicting the body. As the body starts to cure, the need for usage of enema gets progressively less and less. And when all diseases get cured, there shall be no need to take enema at all. If it may be required, though, occasionally in times of acute disease or when the practitioner succumbs to dietary indiscretions or in times of emergencies. Rest assured, it is non-violent, harmless, devoid of side effects and non-habit forming. It will be equally pertinent to point out here about one more other very weighty contributing factors in making the body constipated. It is the posture while pooping. Western style toilets are ill equipped to poop to the complete satisfaction. Indian style squatting posture is the natural posture for human beings. Try to adopt this posture wherever possible and feel the difference in satisfaction quotient while pooping. Apart from this, I would like to highlight another factor which normally is given tangential treatment by most of the health consultants, is the negative emotions affecting the health seeker who have lost health by living the life wrongly. Negative emotions like anger, despair, grief, cruelty, self-loathing, hate, etc. affect the health seeker very adversely without our realizing it ever. Some of these are transitory, while others are more or less permanent, forming the part and parcel of the psyche of the sufferer without himself being aware of these traits. When these emotions take control of the sufferer, a huge reservoir of highly poisonous secretions are unleashed in the body, making it impossible for proper digestion of food taken while these negative emotions last. Nutrition goes for a toss and various diseases step in. The temporary negative emotions like anger, grief, self-loathing, etc. affect the person when they take control of the sufferer till they cool down on their own and release the concerned person's mind. Whereas those of eternal, perpetual kind like despair, hate, cruelty, etc., which become a part of the psyche of the sufferer, will never allow the sufferer to achieve optimum health level unless the person is concerned is deliberately gets rid of these. The worst of these eternal emotions is hatred and cruelty. towards caste, creed, gender, religion, etc., which unknown to the person exact huge toll on the perpetrator's health and never lets him feel normal, rational and joyous, and of course at peace with himself or herself. It will be pertinent to point out here that when a baby is born, he or she is a clean slate without any notions of right or wrong, prejudices, tastes, and comes to this world without any cultural baggage. As the child grows, its belief, notions of right and wrong, prejudices or taste, preferences, attitudes, morals, and views on gender equality, vision in the society, etc., are conditioned by its surroundings, family members, and behavior of elders around. We very often wish to create a clone of what we want it to be in our life, what we think is right. Independent, rational thinking and choice is rarely encouraged to be exercised by the new rival. This sequence is perpetuated generation after generation. This mold is to be broken consciously and by rational thinking, scientific temper, and common sense logic to come out of our cocoon to realize that a new world culture lifestyle exists to make our life better and equitable. Grab this opportunity which natural lifestyle is offering with both hands to make your life and health better and joyous. Experimentation is the cue to taste this elixir and step into the new world. Take at least baby steps to savor this new offering of a unique healthy lifestyle by NLS, which has no axe to grind of its own, except our common and ardent desire to introduce our fellow human being to realize how wonderful it feels to enjoy real health, to redeem small portions of huge debt we owe to our mentor, Acharya Seshadri Swaminathanji, from whom we learned the divine science. Therefore, dear audience, you have to make a genuine and sincere effort to get rid of negative emotions if you want to enjoy real health and happiness. This can only become reality if one honestly and consciously believes and practices the concept of Vasudev Kutumbakam propounded by Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Unless one is able to shed negative emotions, he or she can simply forget dreaming about optimum health level ever. No enema, wet packs, or fruits or raw vegetables are going to help. All of us should know that eating more than hunger is harmful, and so is hungerless eating. I hope all the respected ladies and gentlemen in this gathering agree. Both are big causative factors of constipation. I would like to make it clear that apart from ourselves, we are committing excesses on others around us, as well as especially to very vulnerable sections of our family and people around us. I'm referring to the forced feeding of kids, children, in the small children in the family, and our style of pressure hospitality towards our guests, which is tantamount to force feeding. Khalo, please thoda aur khalo, is our constant refrain due to which our guests willy-nilly eat more than the system can handle or more than hunger at that time. I request the audience with folded hands to let your children alone as soon as they say bhook nahi hai, and also their guests. Of course, lay lavish spread for your guests, but please do not ever show and practice your pressure hospitality. Our social mores and etiquettes need to change drastically in this regard. Having said that, let's revert to the topic as to how to administer non-violent enema to oneself. Please show the picture of non-violent enema. NLS non-violent enema was invented by the Doyen. Picture of enema, please. Hello, Sunny, please picture दिखाओ उसकी अनिमा की. Hello, administrator, please ask Sunny. Vaishali, are you there? Hello.
Calling him.
Okay. Yes, it's on the screen. NLS non-violent enema was invented by doyen of natural cure in India, Acharya K. Lakshman Sharma ji, who happened to be the guru to my mentor, Brahmleen Acharya Swaminathan ji, whom the entire fraternity of NLS and team and followers revere. Acharya Swaminathan Ji, who believed before his journey from this mortal world to heaven, mandated Acharya Mohan Ji to carry on spreading this invaluable science with missionary zeal and commitment selflessly. As told earlier, I'm more than proud to say that Acharya Mohan Ji has more than performed this mandated work entrusted to him by our Guru Acharya Swaminathan Ji with utmost sincerity and dedication. So let's start as when and how to administer enema and as NLS non-violent enema. On getting up in the morning, pay obeisance to whatever the deity whom you think will bring your cheers and good luck for the day ahead, or just introspect in peace and plan for the day ahead. Then go straight to the toilet seat without eating or drinking anything unless you feel thirsty, in which case take a few sips of water. Don't exert more than required. If you peep and feel that your bowels have emptied, you need to look no further. Congratulations. If that doesn't happen, don't panic and take the help of our non-violent enema. Here is the step-by-step method of taking the enema smoothly. This non-violent enema, please show the picture, please. This non-violent enema has three parts. One, calibrated enema glass. It has loop attached to it and to hang it, the glass to a peg. A small transparent plastic tube or pipe attached and tap at the end of it to open and shut. Thirdly, a brown colored rubber tube called catheter. It is attached with a tap and has a small hole at the end of the other end that is quite hard, which enables it to be inserted in the anus. Now, fasten a peg in the bathroom if it is not already there at a height of about 5 feet or so, or lower, depending upon the posture comfortable to you while taking the enema. Show the postures, please. Now fill the enema glass with 100 to 150 ml of plain tap clean water. Hang this water-filled glass on the peg in the bathroom. Open the tap once to release the air trap in the tube. Close the trap once the water starts flowing smoothly. Next, apply some oil on the catheter tube so that it is inserted easily into the anus. After that, strike any one port you find convenient, as shown in the picture on the screen. Insert about 1 to 2 inches catheter into the anus and open the tap. Water should start flowing into the anus. If it doesn't, then move the catheter back and forth until you reach the point where the water starts flowing into the anus. The enema glass will be emptied out in about 30-40 seconds. When done, close the tap, remove the catheter from the anus. Wear back your clothes, come out of the bathroom and lie down on the bed or floor on your back. Start rubbing your bare stomach with your hands clockwise and anti-clockwise. This will activate the muscles of the large intestine. Now get up from the bed and engage yourself in any normal activity, retaining the water as long as you can until you feel the strong urge to go to the toilet. Empty your bowels during the toilet visit. You will be relieved of the poop stuck in the bowels. Hurrah! Take a sigh of relief to start your day on a merry note. Don't panic if occasionally only water comes out or even does not come out at all. This may happen when the poop inside is so hard due to the constipation that it doesn't soften with the water and whole water is absorbed due to the heat inside the large intestines. If you change your lifestyle and diet till lunch, soon the poop will start coming out with the water in a couple of days. If you don't hold the water for some time, the next time reduce the quantity of water and take a chance. Winding up, let me assure you that this is absolutely non-habit forming application. With the passage of time, when your health level improves, there will be lesser and lesser need to take enema until with the improvement of health, your bowels movement is restored to normalcy. Good luck to you all till the normalcy happens. Any questions now on the topic of enema, please shoot in the chat box, introducing name and place from where you're calling. And please do not forget to resume your video if you have shut the video at this moment. Any question, please? Okay, so everybody understood. Over to Abaji. Thank you very much, audience.
Thank you, Suman Raji, for explaining it in so beautifully and in details. Thank you so much. If there are any
You're welcome.
questions, please put them in chat box so that we can address them. Else, Krishan Lalji, we can continue.
Any questions on anemia?
Don't see. Okay, somebody is writing. I have a question. Okay, please come forth with your question. Is there any risk in taking anemia? There is a question. Is there any risk in taking anemia?
Sumandaji, unmute yourself.
We can't hear you, Suman Raji. आप mute पे हैं.
It's okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
as told you during the discourse, there's absolutely no risk, not at all, none, or it is not non-habit forming at all. So don't be afraid. Take the anemia till this constipation is all right. But you have to take one thing into mind. Nothing is to be added, just plain water, simple tap water. Thank you.
Okay. There is no name. There's only Redmi Note. My question is, I just get
Yes.
small pressure while pooping. Should I use enema?
Yes, of course. When until you get the satisfaction, you should take enema every day till the normalcy is restored. Once the normalcy is restored, you can discard with. I don't have any use for enema for the year, for the most of the year. Just a couple of times or 3 times in a year when I'm constipated due to my mistakes or due to some healing crisis.
Thank you so much, Suman Raji. There seem to be no other questions, so I think we can continue. So,
Maximum quantity of water should be, you should start with around 100 to 150 milliliters of water and adjust the quantity at which you feel comfortable, and in any case, not more than 200 ml.
okay. So Tanuja is asking how to manage hygiene of enema kit.
Just wash your soap and water and keep 1 tube for every family member. 1 glass is enough.
Thank you so much.
You can change the tube and go ahead with enema.
For how many days we should use enema?
I told you this is up to you. As soon as your constipation, your bowels start moving independently without any aid, till then you have to continue. I am afraid that will take a longer time because until all the diseases leave your body, your constipation won't go. Because if no constipation is there, there's no need for enema.
Thank you, sir.
So don't be afraid.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? It seems we are done. Everybody is
Okay.
clear about the process.
Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank
you.
Abaji.
Thank you,
Thank
Sumandaji,
you.
explaining highlights of the entire science and also explaining the anemia application. It's highly appreciated. Thank you so much. Just to sum it up on anemia, it's a part of a sports system. One will not get habitual, only the beginning start following, or when you feel you're not satisfied, and when you feel you have constipation, only then you need to use it, and that's it. For adults, the catheter is 12 number, and for the kids, 8 numbers. And children can also take anemia. They have constipation. It's a non-violent, of course. It doesn't do any harm to the body. No soaps, no chemicals, no solutions to be added, and just quantity of water. The reason being, you need to have the water within yourself for about 10 to 15 minutes. It should be retained so that your feces, they get loosened up and they come out. And when you have acute diseases, you must take enema twice a day without fail. So you're not eating any solids, you're maybe on liquids only, but still you need to have enema twice a day. And outside enemas in the nursing homes, hospitals, they do violence to your body. They do much more harm to your intestines because the containers of could be of 500 milliliters, 1 liter, 1.5 liters, and sometimes they attach the capillary tube directly to the tap also. That's too dangerous. So this is NLS is a non-violent enema, and see the results immediately. And when you start using, start following NLS, then you can use enema for a couple of days. And when you feel satisfied, it's a naturally bowel movement is there, so then you can stop it. Okay. Now after enema is done, so we do some exercises, some yogasanas, some breathing exercises, brisk walk. Now, what's the indicator? Because the gist is that we can't do any violence to our body. The indicator is that when you come back after doing exercises or brisk walk, you must not be tired. You must not feel getting out of the bed or lying down. You must be energetic, and that's it. So you must do that exercise as per your judgment. You must do brisk walk as per your judgment, and that's it. Now, after this, there's a pranayam got to be done. There's a proprietary pranayam, Radri pranayam. This is devised by NLS itself. So that pranayam, there's a video on this because we start doing it will take more time. So there's a pranayam, some video can be shared with the audience. Vaishali? Okay, we'll send it soon, I think. After this, as already explained, that we need to keep a balance of all elements. So sun bath and air bath, they are a must as a part of routine every day. So for this, I would request Abaji to invite Sushilji for this.
Yeah, I would like to call upon Sushilji. Please highlight Sushil Goyalji to explain us about sun bath and air bath. Vaishali, could you please highlight Sushilji? Thank you so much.
Sushil, share your experience also.
Sushilji,
Unmute yourself.
unmute yourself. Sushilji, Hanji.
Good morning. This is Sushil Goyal from Delhi. Let me take this opportunity to introduce myself. I accidentally joined NLS in February 2017 through a free Sunday class. I still remember that Sunday class which I joined at Vishram Chowk in Rohini. My weight used to be 96. And now, you know, the turnaround, the figures have reversed. My current weight is 69.
Mhm.
My waist was 40. And you know, now my waist is 32. And I'm full of energy. Let me take this opportunity to thank NLS. I went there for cure of probably 1 or 2 diseases. But you know, it is a holistic program. And the miracles happened one after the other. Probably all the team members are all familiar. Second, very interesting, I used to consume pills for diabetes, recommended by our honorable so-called highly qualified doctors. I used to take a pill of Pios MF30, probably morning or evening, to manage my blood sugar level, which was 385 once. And you know, now my current level, it is only 85 milligram per deciliter. That is the miracle. You reverse your diabetes, not only diabetes, the entire body ecosystem, your whole ecosystem as a whole improves. Coming to my topic for today morning, sun bath and air bath. Friends, I would like to our media team to kindly share the slide for sun bath and air bath. See, we have heard of one epidemic, corona, but I think one of the most popular, vitamin D deficiency. You see around everybody these days, we have become indoor citizens, work from home and all those things coupled up. Young children, young population, they are all staying indoors. And thanks to this promos, which recommend you to use some sunscreens or something. No, we are all nature loving people by nature. We should move out of our house. Take sunlight directly. Try to expose your body to sunlight. These days, we are all living in multi-story buildings. Probably accessing sunlight sometimes is a challenge. Sunlight is otherwise also very tricky based on season. These days, in the month of February in Delhi, you can tap the sun during the days, probably from 11 to 3 or 4 in the morning. And as the season changes, you have to change your time for sun bath. The initial rays, the most important time is the sunrise and the sunset. You must tap the sun. Best part is first hour of the sunrise, or if not possible, then 1 hour before sunset. Otherwise, you can take any time of the day, but you should see that it should not be very harsh on your body. In case of in Delhi, if it is month of May or June, you can take it in the morning or evening. Otherwise, even any time during the day, but you should cover your head with something, some cotton towel or something, so that your head is not directly exposed to sunlight. Try to expose your body. If possible, if you are lucky enough, if you have a private area, expose the entire body. I strongly recommend, if possible, if you can expose your private areas of body also, sometimes at least, if not entire month or entire season or entire year, you will gradually see disease disappearing from your body. People suffering from skin infection, from internal diseases. I see a lot of people complaining about piles and all these things. I strongly feel if you expose the affected portion to sunlight for a few days and see the magic around, see how beautiful it is. Sun is life. Sun is full of emotions. You probably, I'll use a few Hindi words, like sar pe log baith ke bahar tel lagate the. Those days, we have forgotten those things. Our feelings, our emotions. लोग बोलते हैं ना, हम चिड़चिड़े हो गए. We are getting lazy. We are getting irritated. Sun is life. Sun is full of life, and it is free. And probably your people complained about arthritis, bone joints, back pains. See the magic. Expose your body to sunlight and the synthesis of calcium. Whatever we eat, it is food. It is free food of nature. The only thing is it has to be tapped. It has to be tapped in a very intelligent way. I think second, air bath. Yes, try to wear loose clothes during summers. In winters also, try to expose your body to some air. The skin wants to breathe. Once you allow your skin to breathe, you will see the entire thing. I see, some sick people, to dry their hairs, they move on two-wheelers with their hairs passing through on high speed and all like that. So you can use your ceiling fan in your bedroom also, so that your entire body and skin breathes. It takes some air, taps some air. I think sun bath and air bath, I am probably done with it. Thank you, the entire audience. Over to Abaji and Krishan Lalji.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Sushil ji. Thank you. I mean, it's surprising that these two elements are available to us freely, but we do not use them, I mean, as much as we should. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
I
Sushil
hope
ji.
everything is clear. Everyone is clear about the how to sit in sun and how to use air. If you have any questions, please put them in chat box so that we can answer them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sushil ji. Okay. Let's come to next slide. After doing a morning exercise, sun bath, air bath, now let's come to our diet plan. Now, Vishali, let's come to the next slide. Yes. Normally, we are taking medicines throughout our life, but the fact is that the food which we take, that should be the medicine. No outside agents, nothing else. Ayurveda clearly states that if your food is wrong, medicine is of no use. If you're taking wrong food, you're taking junk food, you're taking unhealthy food, you're taking unnatural food, medicine will not make any impact. It's of no use at all. But if your food is right, the food is natural, if your food is intact, it's a right food, then medicine of no need. And medicines are not required. That food itself becomes a medicine for curing your diseases. Not only curing, rather in the diseases will not come except the acute diseases. If food is right, nothing else is required. Similarly, now the father of medicine, allopathy, Hippocrates. Next slide, please. Father of medicine, Hippocrates, he also states that thy food be thy medicine. They believe that the food we are taking, that should be the right food, that should be based on laws of nature, that should be based on nature, and the way it comes out, we take it, and then nothing else is required, and the food itself becomes your medicine. So, based on these basic fundamentals, let's come to what needs to be done now, our morning routine on food. We are talking about a intake of all this till 12 o'clock. So morning drink, after taking the sun bath, air bath, we take a shower and come back. The first thing, assuming it's about 8 o'clock, and we take this drink. For explaining this morning drink, I would request Abhi to invite Punyota ji.
Yeah, thank you, Krishan Lalji. Okay, Vaishali, could you please highlight Punyota ji to explain us about the morning drink in detail? So what should be our morning drink like? First thing that goes into our stomach, what should it be like? Punyota ji, could you please explain it in detail? Thank you. Yes, Punyota ji, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Vaishali, please unmute Punyota ji. आप अपने वहां से करिए. Yeah. Again, it's gone. Krishna, please help Mama.
Yeah.
Good morning to all of you. First of all, I convey my gratitude to Acharya ji and Pooja ji. and very much thankful to my team NLS. I started following NLS last year in February. So before that, I was not following NLS. My husband was following, but he has stopped his, within 3 months, he has stopped his diabetes, cholesterol, and 35 years ago, he was 35 years skin disease he was having, but he has. So I was having, I was heavy weight. My weight was 80 kilo, 79, 80. I am also yoga instructor. I was doing yoga from past 20 years, but no weight management was there. Okay, that 70 always fluctuate between 78 to 80s. So after following NLS, I am following only magical diet plan only. So within 8 months, I became 65, 66. So now I am now I'm in 65 only. So, and my daughter is 9 years old. For past last 1 year, she is not taking any medicine. We also, three people, we all the family members, we are not taking any Ayurvedic, homeopathy or allopathy. And last year we got affected from Corona also. So no steam, no kada, no homeopathic, no medicines. We got cured. So much experiences I am having, but time is very short. Okay. So within 1 year, I am having so much of experience. You just think people who are following from 30, 40 years, the NLS, how much experiences they are having. Anyway, I am coming back to my topic, Asgard juice. This Asgard is also known as winter melon, and in Hindi it is known as petha. And this Asgard juice is a alkaline juice. So how to prepare it? First of all, you have to take Asgard of heavy kilo, like 5 to 7 kilos, because heavyweight big Asgard is very tasty. Okay, so you have to remove the skin and remove the seeds, and then you have to cut it into small pieces and grind it and squeeze it in a cotton cloth. Okay, thin cotton cloths, and add water 1:1, then drink it. And you can also grate it. Suppose you cannot grind it, you can grate it, also squeeze it in a cotton cloth and add water and drink it. And also you can make the juice in juicer. Suppose and you can add the flavor, sometimes coriander leaves, sometimes curry leaves, and the banana stem is also good. You can add with the Asgard and grind it. And also in this season, amla is very good for health. So you can add amla with Asgard. And suppose Asgard is not available, okay, so you can drink coconut water. Yeah, one more thing is, in Asgard juice, you should not mix any masalas, no salt, no masalas, no lemon. Okay, so you have to drink it simply, only Asgard juice, sip by sip. Asgard is not available, you can take coconut. And if coconut is not available, you can take, now the in winter season, bathua leaves is very useful. So bathua plus tomato juice, yeah. And you can also take palak, spinach and tomato juice, sometimes coriander plus tomato juice. So this is all about the morning drink. I think I have explained it. Otherwise, which one I can left, please. You can.
Thank you, Punyotya ji, and I hope all the drinks are clear. We now know what we need to take first thing in the morning and how to prepare them. If you still have any queries, please put them on the chat box. No, I think Krishan
Thank
Lalji, we can
Thank
continue.
you. Thank you
so
very much.
much.
Thank you. Thank you, Punyotya ji. Just to add a little bit, when you start taking Asgard juice, water content should be about 1/4. In case you have acute diseases, In that case, we should add about 50% of the water. Okay, and this ash god is very, very popular all over places. They call it a white god, they call it a winter god, they call it a winter melon, they call it a ash pumpkin, and
Okay.
coconut water. Some places they call it as buko juice also. So some of the audience,
There are few questions, Krishan Lalji, before
yeah,
we move ahead.
yeah.
So somebody is asking, I have sinus. Sunita is asking, I have sinus. So can I take this drink?
Yes, this can be taken because normally the feeling is that ash god juice it has it's a chili, it has cold or something of the sort. No, it's a equal effect on your body. So after you take this alkaline intake in the morning itself, your toxins will start coming out. You will feel that maybe sometimes they may have cold or cough, but they are the signs of the toxins are coming out. It's not that because of ash god juice, we have caught cold. No, it's not so. It's other way around. When you start taking ash god juice, the toxins start coming out in the form of acute disease like a cold, a little cough, or something like that. Should not be worried. Still, in case you feel that ash god juice is getting some problems, then as a substitute, you can take coconut water or veggie juice, raw veggie juice, as explained in brief.
Okay.
Okay.
There's one more question.
Just ensure that you don't have to add anything. No lemons, no spices, no peppers, nothing. No chaat masalas in anything whatsoever. It has to be the way it's coming out, and that's it. Thank you. Yeah. Next question.
Yeah. Yuvika is asking, I am allergic to tomato. What is the substitute?
Then you can take coconut water or ash god. Ash god juice is the first priority. Next is coconut water. The next is veggie juice. So in case you have some allergy to tomatoes, Yuvika, then you can take ash god juice or maybe a coconut water.
Okay. Next question is from Dr. Mangala. Why should we add water in ash god juice?
If it is taken as it is, it may be slow in digesting it. But if you add some water, then it becomes easier to digest it. That's the only reason. When you have acute disease, then your digestion power goes weak. And then in that case, you have to add 50% of the water in ash god juice.
Okay. Rajeshwari is asking, sir, I have done medicine-free life course of NLS. Should I do medical diet plan course also?
It's adding knowledge to your that thing. So, of course, medicine-free life covers all this. Now, based on the contents you'll come across today, in case you feel, you can go for a medical diet plan. In case you understand, you have a feeling that medicine-free life has covered everything, then you don't have to go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can continue. Thank you so much.
Now,
sir.
next, say for example, you have taken this morning drink at 8 o'clock in the morning, and this ash god juice is almost equivalent to 4 chapatis or maybe 1 kg of milk. Now, probably you'll feel hungry after 2 hours or so. So about 10 o'clock, you need to take some food. So I'll request Abaji to invite Krishna to explain the food chart.
Yeah, thank you, Krishan Lalji. So I will like to invite upon our youngest member, Trishna, baby Trishna, and she has been following this lifestyle. So she's setting an example for all of us. Over to Trishna to explain us about fruits.
Food chart. Vaishali, food chart, please.
Yes, Trishna. In the meantime, introduce yourself, Trishna.
Jai Ma Prakriti. My name is Trishna Tripathi. Yes. My name is Trishna Tripathi. I live in Ahmedabad. I am 9 years old. First, I am very grateful to Acharya ji, Pooja ma'am, and Team NLS to give me such a nice opportunity to share my experience. I started following NLS last year, February, And from that day to till now, I follow the magical diet plan that today we are discussing. So in April, me and my family got infected by coronavirus. So we didn't take any medicine, Ayurvedic, homeopathic, or allopathic. We just followed NLS and LLS practices. And I was using specs from last 2 to 3 years, but now I am not using the specs from 2 to 3 months it is happened. Now I will explain my topic, that is fruits. I am very lucky that I got the opportunity to say about fruits because I love eating fruits when I started following NLS. Before, I just only eat the apple and banana, but after following NLS, I eat so many fruits instead of apple and banana. So we have to take any seasonal fruit to eat. So the priority is we can eat papaya, orange, quinoa, the fruit, and you have to take a full plate of fruits to fill your stomach. Till we have to eat till our stomach is filled. And I love seasons come in seasons, and now I am waiting for the summer, because in summer so many fruits come like muskmelon, lychee, and watermelon. I am so excited when summer will come. Thank you.
Thank you, Krishna.
Thank you, Bache, for explaining it so beautifully. And if anyone has any question, please come up. Yeah, we're waiting for your questions. If there are any queries, please let us know. Put them in the chat box. Yeah. Fruits in morning increase cold. Is it so?
No. Any natural intake and that as per season can never do any harm to you. All the fruits which come in the winters, they are good at that point of time, and any fruits which come in summer, they are good for that point of time. So God has given, the nature has given all these fruits as per the season. There's no anomalies in this, and we should never feel that fruits coming in winters will cause cold. No.
Yeah. Okay, Dr. Mangla is asking, can we take banana?
That should be avoided. The reason being, it has much less quantity of water in it, and for digesting bananas takes a lot of energy, like cooked meal. So we should avoid taking bananas. Once in a while it's okay, but the seasonal fruits, these are best to take. And the quantity of these fruits should be minimum 400 grams to 500 to 600 as per your fill. Okay.
Yeah, I hope I think you answered this question. Someone wanted to know how much fruit should I eat in the morning. So,
yes.
Is it fruit or food? Could you be please accurate? You've written how much food should I eat in the morning? Is it food or fruit?
I think it should be fruit only.
It should be fruit only, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So about 10 o'clock, we have taken one type of fruit. We should avoid mixing these fruits. The simple reason being that one type of fruit when we take, it says ripened fruits. These are not raw things. So these are ripened fruits. For digesting specific fruit, the requisite juices which will come out, they'll be according to that fruit only. So we should take one type of fruit to our fill. But in case you want to take chapatis or any other thing, then you can mix 2 or 3 fruits also, not a problem. But preferably you should take only one type of fruit. Now, 10 o'clock we're taking fruits. We probably feel hungry after 2 hours or so, about 12 o'clock, maybe 12:30. Then we need to take NLS salad. This is very crispy. This is very fascinating. Even at the sight of it, looks very refreshing. So for this subject, I will request Abaji to invite Dr. Kampak Maniji for NSLA.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Vaishali, please highlight Dr. Kanta Khurana ji. She's a very, very senior member. She has been following Natural Lifestyle for past 49 years. So let us hear it from her, how to make this lovely salad, lovely and nutritious salad. Ma'am, please unmute yourself. We can't hear you, ma'am.
Sunny,
You're still
Sunny,
on mute.
please unmute Dr. Kampak Maniji.
No, again, she's gone on mute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Namaskar, everyone. I'm Dr. Kanta Khurana. Following this philosophy since 1973. Naman to Brahmlin Acharya Shishadri Swaminathan ji, Acharya Mohan Gupta ji, Pooja Bansal ji, and all the team members. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, Krishan Lal ji. That's I feel honored to be here and present myself, my experience, and of course, about salads. I cured myself of migraine, cyst, piles, joint pains, especially back pain, etc., etc. So many things by following only NLS diet and its application. That is a support system of enema, air baths, sun baths, wet packs, etc., etc. I have 2 children whom I raised along this NLS philosophy only, without any medicine. My son is 48 plus. He's based in US. He hasn't taken in medicine till now. My daughter, she is here in India only. She hasn't taken any medicine. And we are trying to raise our grandchildren also on the basis of NLS. We are trying, right? Because of all the entertainments and all the allurings that those are going around, you know, it's difficult for children to follow this. But still, they try at the most, whatever they can, to follow this lifestyle by using alkaline foods. Krishan Lalji has been again and again stressing upon that these food do not have water element. That is, he's talking about alkaline foods. And he talked about pH value also. That is, pH value means hydrogen ion concentration. That is a measure of alkalinity and acidity. pH value of water, that is pure water, is 7, and pH value of human blood in general, that is normal pH value, that is 7.4, which is indicating slight alkalinity. And if we have more than 7 pH value, then we say that alkalinity increases, otherwise it decreases if we have lesser than 7 pH value. So about that pH value means alkalinity. Now, alkalinity we're talking about, that is the food which are having water element. Now, what does that mean? That is, suppose we talk of fruits and vegetables, raw vegetables especially. They have alkalinity most in them. Major nutrients like carbohydrates and they tend to create acidity. Mineral elements present in foods contribute to the alkalinity of the food. And fruits and vegetables, they are alkaline, which are rich in minerals. So I shall be talking about alkaline foods here, mostly leafy vegetables and vegetables, raw vegetables. Carrot, radish, root vegetables, etc. You know, cucumber, tomatoes, cabbage, cauliflower, they have alkalinity in them. So I'm here to talk about salads here. Can we have, yeah, we have this street here. So colorful. Just see the plate full of salads. After taking enema, fresh air, sunbath, ashgord juice, etc., fruits, if the need be, when we feel hungry, important, when we feel hungry and we are ready to eat salads. Salads contain the properties of positive foods, which we must take. That is, wholesomeness should be there, freshness should be there, alkalinity that I was talking to about, that should be there. So salads are wholesome. If they are not peeled, they should be taken fresh. And of course, they have very much alkalinity in it, in these salads. To keep the wholesomeness, we shall not peel the vegetables. Beetroot, shown here in the screen, beetroot can be peeled thinly. Keep the vegetables in water for, say, let's say 2 hours. Wash them rigorously to eliminate the effect of any pesticides sprayed on them. Generally, people have questions that fruits and vegetables, they are sprayed with pesticides, what to do about that? So what we do to take away the effect of pesticides, we soak them in water for 2 hours. And then after that, wash rigorously. The vegetables that can be eaten raw, they can be, as earlier I said, cucumbers, radish, carrots, turnips, spinach, cauliflower, cabbage, lettuce. Lettuce is not shown here, that's okay. Then beetroot, capsicum, etc., etc. So we can have combinations, and of course, coconut. We can have combinations like if you take radish with cabbage is not shown here. Cabbage is also coming in very good form these days. Cabbage with radish and turnip. Of course, with tomatoes and coriander and coconut. That makes a very delicious salad. Again, another combination is with, let's see, carrots and cabbage. That I told you just now. Yeah, carrots and cabbage. And of course, with tomatoes, coriander, and coconut. These three things have to be added. We are saying desi, that is local tomatoes. We are not taking the other ones, the hybrids one. These tomatoes are round and with crowns on them. These are best for use. So tomatoes, coriander, and coconut. These three things have to be added in every combination of salads you take. Every day you can change the combinations, but these three things have to be added. So either you scrape them or you cut them in small quantities. That depends on you. While going to office or going to work, like I used to teach in a college, there I used to take my salads wholesome, in the whole, I mean, without cutting. And when I was free from my lectures, after that, I would eat them just as they are. Of course, I kept them washed with me. So, like cucumber and radish and carrots, they can be eaten like that, you know, without peeling also, just by washing. You can wholesome, they can be eaten like that. So when you have these, I said the combinations, one of the combination, I forgot to tell you, cauliflower with capsicum. Very delicious. Capsicum to a little quantity, cauliflower also, not much of it, but tomatoes and coriander and coconut, they have to be added. That is very important. And please remember, chew them very well, because most of the digestion is taken in the is done in the mouth only. Chew them very well. Again, I'm repeating. You can take 450 grams to 600 to 7 grams. That depends on your hunger, of course. That is, when your stomach is half filled, after that a tripti dakar comes out, some gas comes out of your mouth, that is called tripti dakar. There you have to stop eating. Whether you are taking salads or you're taking fruits or any other foods you're taking, you have to stop over there. Please remember. And important, last but not the least, do not add any condiments or salt or lemon to these salads or fruits. Or, of course, in ashgord juice, Punatoya told us, you do not add any salt, any lemon, or any condiments to it. That is very important. So eat salads coolly and calmly, enjoying any morsel. People have questions that maybe some flatulence is caused, maybe some indigestion is caused because of salads. No, it is totally wrong. It is caused, flatulence or indigestion or phlegm, etc. They are caused because of the indigestion in the stomach, because of the other foods that you have been taking already. It is not because of salads. Okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Ma'am. Thank you so much for explaining us in detail how to prepare yummy, healthy, at the same time nutritious salads. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank
So
you.
if anyone has any question, ma'am is there to answer related to salad.
I request, the time is a constraint, so
Okay,
let the
okay.
question be posted and this can be answered through chat later.
Okay.
Okay, just a couple of minutes are left out. So these salads, there's a variety of salads for the kids. You can add, sweet corn. They can add dry fruits like walnut, soaked walnut, and then almonds, and some fig and jeer raisins. There's a lot of variety. If somebody is healthy, not taking medicines, they can add 1 walnut, 5 soaked almonds, and 1 spoon of that seeds. So now, after this, there's a very important topic on wet abdominal pack, which is called as a magic pack. And for this, I request Arvindji just to explain directly on the subject for 2 minutes. The JC, can you kindly find out we can have 5 more minutes before the next question answer session, because we need to cover.
Sir, complete कर लीजिए आप जी, complete कर लीजिए.
Okay. So I request Rindo Agarwalji to take over for explaining wet pack.
Vaishali, please highlight करें. Arvind Agarwalji, are you there? Nahi to someone else can explain.
Let me explain. Okay. Yeah. So this wet pack is a cloth. It's called Jadoo Ki Patti. This is a 2.5 meters long cloth, 1 meter wide, and we need to have 4 folds. So becomes the length of this cloth is 2.5 meters and width is only 9 to 10 inches. It's got to be, and on top of the 2 smaller patties also, they got to be soaked in water, squeezed, and wrap it around your tummy. So never so halfway up, halfway down, and you have to keep it for 30 minutes. And due to temperature gradient, all your internal organs in the stomach, kidney, gallbladder, large intestines, small intestines, pancreas, all these will get toned up, blood circulation will go up. It will become far efficient. And all these things, enema and putties, can be ordered on Amazon or directly from the office itself. So you'll see that gas will come out when you start using this. In case you are constipated, even then, this will give you a lot of relief. It will help you in digesting, and it can be used even after taking meals or before the meals also. Any day, any time of the day. In case you have acute diseases, then you've got to be used 4 times a day, 3 to 4 times. In winters, when you wrap it, then you can, on top of this, you may feel a little, cold. Then you have to wrap a shawl or some, towel around this and keep it for about 25-30 minutes. In winters, again, after taking shower, because your body will become cold, then you can use it after taking shower. So this is the gist of this wet abdominal pack. Now let's go further. When you have active diseases, what's got to be done? So in NLS, there are different type of charts. So there's a what I call white chart. Vishali, please take it forward for a white chart. Next. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So this is a one. So any animal, any living being, when they have these active diseases, they won't feel hungry. So, but the human being, the man, what they do is when they're not well, they have these sort of problems. They keep on eating, and that creates lots of problems. But as per natural lifestyle, when you have these problems, you must go for fast. To the extent possible, you should have water only as Achman, sip by sip, when you feel thirsty. In case you feel hungry, then maybe at 8 o'clock, you can take coconut water. That's the first priority because it's a natural glucose. It will give you energy also. And about 4 o'clock, about 12 o'clock, you can take ascot juice. 4 o'clock, vegetables boiled juice. Now, vegetable boiled juice, that means that you don't have to crush vegetables into the water, boiled water. No, just take out a juice and just take it sip by sip. And 8 o'clock, again, you can take either vegetable juice or peta juice. So this is how the plan is for anyone who's having active diseases. And when you feel better, say for example, you have a temperature. Now, when the temperature comes down, 80 to 90% of the problem is solved, then at that point of time, you can go for green chart for the equal number of days you are on liquid fasting. During this liquid fasting, you must do enema twice a day and abdominal wet pack 4 times a day. So this is a must. And you will see that without a single pill, without a single tablet, you will recover within maybe 3-4 days, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, depending on the severity of your problem. So like in the past also, they used to, earlier doctors, they used to, to go on fast and don't take your meals and all that. But over time, everybody is saying there's no restriction to taking meals or whatever. But the fact is, as per a natural lifestyle, you must go on fast, and that we should follow. Okay. And now after this,
repeat it, Adiji, please.
इसको हटा दें. आगे इसके now to sum up. Vishali, please come to slide on to sum up some of the highlights. Vishali. Okay, let me just explain. Analysis based on pure naturopathy. There's no mixopathy. Lifetime freedom from drugs and diseases, pain and surgeries. Right choice of wholesome, fresh food and with frugality. Eat when one is hungry and drink when is thirsty. Sufficient rest to internal organs. Balancing 5 elements of nature. You have to continue to detoxify your body on a daily basis. And your internal organs must be toned up by taking right meals and taking applications like wet pack, enema and all that. And you're enhancing your blood circulation. Now, this natural lifestyle can be followed and adhered to only when you are in continuous association or in touch with NLS through attending various sessions, asking questions and answers, and be in touch with the Natural Lifestyle team. And that's the gist of entire medical diet plan today. Let's go to the next transparency, please. These sessions can be attended, medical diet plan, the way we explained today, through video sessions, which is about 2 hours or so. Similarly, for Medicine Free Life, there is a 4-hour session. The 4-hour videos which can be requested through our head office. They can put a request on a chat box, or they can call them also. And these videos are available from Monday to Sunday, and you can go through any number of times, and they'll be very, very useful. Now, these are the 2 ways for Medicine Free Life and Krishan. Now, the ultimate is, as I explained briefly in the beginning itself, that the 4-day camp. 4-day camp is brings a U-turn, and the next 4-day camp is from 24th February to 27th February. It's a purely hotel and resorts. It's a GP Canal Road. The way I briefed that I attended this camp, from there it became U-turn, and it brought transformation into my life. Now I'll just give the highlights of this camp. This offset camp with complete focus on learning the divine science, because you are away from your homes, you are offsite and residing there. Session on laws of nature, root causes, diseases, elements of nature, therapies, how to cure diseases, destiny sessions, lot of inputs. Detailed knowledge sharing on daily routine for following natural lifestyle, daily life sessions on exercises, yogas, pranayam, sun air bath, tub bath, sun gazing, sun kirtan, etc. Live practicals and demos, sessions on relationship management, positive thinking and attitude. BP, sugar, obesity, and other diseases get cured in the camp itself through diet and applications, live management through actual results. Team of allopathic doctors for all consultations, handling emergencies if any, advising therapies and applications, presentation on cure of diseases without medicines in camp. Itself through for live measurement of health data like BP, sugar, weight, etc. There's a team of doctors, and continuously we are measuring that in the morning and evening, and you'll see the results, and your ailments will get cured while being in the camp itself. There are daily consultations and handling over sessions by the teams, and even with Acharya Mohan Gupta ji and Pooja Bansal ji. And also, we talk about do's and don'ts with scientific and holistic justifications, and even with references to various holy books. Success stories and various references are also being explained there, and of course, there's a social network you'll have while being in the camp. This is really an excellent. You'll see a lot of people who have attended this camp. Even Krishna also, she attended this camp, and you know that she's following the science and leading wonderful lives without any ailments and without any medicines. Now there are certain lot of books which are available. The list is there, and you can order any of the books in English and even Hindi, and even some of the books in other languages also. Next transparency, please. Yogo se bachav. So there's a lot of books. You can go through on Amazon also, or you can talk to our head office for ordering any of the books. Next, you can subscribe to YouTube and to Natural Lifestyle, and then there's a bell. Just click on that, and also click all. Click all, and then you will get subscribed to Natural Lifestyle. There are more than 650 videos. You can go through them and gain knowledge on this. If you want to be in touch with the Natural Lifestyle, you must go through all these videos, attend sessions, attend camps, be volunteer, be a part of the core team, and that you'll have a wonderful life with no medicines at all. Anyway, like Acharya Mohan Gupta ji, Pooja Bansal ji, Suman Lal ji, Kanta Pranami ji, entire team, myself, I mean, we are not taking any medicines, and we don't have any diseases except acute diseases. Even any disease come, we know how to cure them because we are a self-doctors for ourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
आचार्य श्री मोहन गुप्ता जी गृहस्थ हैं। आपका वायर्स एंड केबल्स का अपना बिजनेस है। आचार्य श्री के परिचय के लिए आइए सन 1999 में चलते हैं। उन्नीस में आपने पहली बार इस विद्या के बारे में अपने गुरुदेव ब्रह्मलीन आचार्य शेषाद्री स्वामीनाथन से सुना, जैसे आज आप पहली बार सुन रहे हैं। आप उस समय कई प्रकार के रोगों से ग्रस्त थे, जैसे कि अस्थमा, सर्वाइकल स्पॉन्डिलाइसिस, स्किन डिजीज, ओवरवेट, आंखों पर चश्मा इत्यादि। 10 साल एलोपैथिक मेडिसिन में व्यवसाय करने की वजह से आपका एलोपैथिक में अधिक विश्वास था और रोजाना की दवाइयों और इनहेलर लेने से जीवन चल रहा था। जिस दिन से आपने अपने गुरुदेव ब्रह्मलीन आचार्य शेषाद्री स्वामीनाथन जी को सुना, उनके द्वारा बताई गई जीवन शैली का पालन किया, उस दिन से आज तक लगभग 20 साल से आपने किसी प्रकार की कोई दवाई नहीं ली है। आपका जुनून और रुचि इस जीवन शैली के प्रति उस स्तर की थी कि गुरु जी को पहले दिन सुनने के बाद उस दिन से गुरु जी के आखिरी सांस तक आप उनके प्रत्येक व्याख्यान कार्यक्रम में, गतिविधियों में उनकी परछाई की तरह सेवा में रहे। आपकी तीव्र जिज्ञासा एवं सेवा भाव को देखते हुए गुरुजी द्वारा आपको सेवा रत्नम का अवार्ड आशीर्वाद के रूप में दिया गया और गुरुजी ने अंतिम समय में आपको प्रचार मंत्री घोषित किया। आपको मालूम था कि गुरुजी द्वारा सिखाई गई विद्या अन्य किसी किताब या डिग्री से मिलने वाली नहीं है, परंतु फिर भी प्रचार प्रसार का पदभार संभालने के बाद केवल लोगों के विश्वास को दृढ़ करने के लिए आपने 47 साल की आयु में नेचुरोपैथी में पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन किया। आपके द्वारा रोगों से बचाव, स्वस्थ सार, हेल्थ मैगजीन्स और तंदुरुस्ती सार पुस्तकों की रचना की। आपके निष्काम सेवा भाव और विषय के ऊपर महारत को देखते हुए आपको अलग अलग संस्थाओं द्वारा विभिन्न अवार्ड से सम्मानित किया गया है। वैसे तो आप किसी परिचय के मोहताज नहीं, परंतु यह परिचय देने का तात्पर्य यह है कि जब भी आप व्यासपीठ में बैठकर बोलते हैं तो अपने श्रोताओं में आप सन 1999 वाले मोहन गुप्ता को देखते हैं। आजीवन ब्रह्मचारी रहे ब्रह्मलीन आचार्य शेषाद्री स्वामीनाथन के आशीर्वाद, गुरु कृपा के कारण आप अपने प्रत्येक श्रोता में आज के आचार्य श्री मोहन गुप्ता बनाने की शक्ति रखते हैं। नेचुरल लाइफस्टाइल को ऊंचाइयों पर पहुंचाने में आपकी अग्रणीय शिष्या श्रीमती पूजा बंसल जी का अहम योगदान है। श्रीमती पूजा बंसल जी का प्राकृतिक जीवन शैली का 16 साल से भी ज्यादा अनुभव है। श्रीमती पूजा बंसल जी ने पिछले 16 साल से किसी भी प्रकार की एलोपैथिक, आयुर्वेदिक, होम्योपैथिक दवाई का प्रयोग नहीं किया है। यह परिचय केवल आचार्य श्री या श्रीमती पूजा बंसल जी का नहीं है, अपितु यह हमारे प्रत्येक टीम मेंबर का भी है और यह परिचय आज के बाद आपका भी होने वाला है।
जी सभी को नमस्कार। मैं राजेश गर्ग फरीदाबाद से। अभी तक सुबह से जो अभी तक आपको प्रोग्राम दिया गया है वो दोपहर तक का भोजन चेंज करने का प्रोग्राम आपको दिया गया है। इसको फॉलो करने से आपको काफ़ी स्वास्थ्य लाभ मिलेगा। अगर किसी को इस डाइट से आराम नहीं पड़ता या कम आराम पड़ता है तो हमारी बताई डाइट जो हमारा आगे मेडिसिन फ्री लाइफ प्रोग्राम है, सारे दिन का प्रोग्राम है, उसको आप अटेंड करें, क्योंकि ये कुछ जो नए लोग हैं उनके लिए ज़्यादा अच्छा है, या जो खाली जिनको फैट ज़्यादा है या बीपी शुगर है उनके लिए मैजिकल डाइट प्लान बहुत अच्छा है। वरना कुछ बीमारियां ऐसी होती हैं जिसमें जिसका ज़्यादा फायदा नहीं मिलता। तो उस एजुकेशन के लिए आप हमारा मेडिसिन फ्री लाइफ प्रोग्राम है 4.5 घंटे का, उसको आप अटेंड करें। वो आप रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो है, आप घर पे आराम से उसको 7 दिन का टाइम मिलता है और उसमें मेंटोर होते हैं हमारे, तो आप आराम से उसको अटेंड कर सकते हैं घर पे रह के, कोई दिक्कत उसमें नहीं है। तो आगे की हेल्थ के लिए आप उसको काफ़ी लाभ मिलेगा आपको। और ये प्रोग्राम चल रहा है हमारा, आज का प्रोग्राम हमारे कृष्ण लाल जी ने दिया है, बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम रहा है। और आप अपनी डाइट को फॉलो करें। हमारी जो डाइट है उसमें कुछ कमियां हैं, आपको खाना डाइजेस्ट नहीं हो रहा, हम खाना खा रहे हैं, तो वो समझने की चीज है कि भाई आपको ये बीमारी क्यों लगी है, कारण को दूर करना है। कारण को दूर करेंगे तो आप स्वस्थ रहेंगे। कारण यही है कि हम या तो गलत तरह का खाना खा रहे हैं, या भूख से ज्यादा खाना खा रहे हैं, या गलत मैचिंग करके खा रहे हैं। तो उस चीज को आपको चेक करना है, और जहां से शुरुआत होती है वहां से आप शुरुआत करें। फिर फास्टिंग भी करनी पड़ेगी आगे, जैसे व्हाइट चार्ट बताया, व्हाइट चार्ट के साथ में आपको अगर कोई तीव्र रोग आता है तो आप जुकाम खांसी जब इसको डाइट को फॉलो करेंगे, तो अगर ऐसी स्थिति आती है आपको जुकाम खांसी बुखार होता है, तो आप उपवास करें। उपवास से आपको बहुत अच्छी हीलिंग होगी, आपके रोग कोई भी हो वो ठीक हो जाएगा। फॉलो आपको करना पड़ेगा, ठीक आपको आप ही कर सकते हैं। संस्था आपको एजुकेशन देती है, कोई ट्रीटमेंट नहीं देती, आपको समझाया जा रहा है भाई आप इस चीज को फॉलो करेंगे तो आप स्वस्थ हो जाएंगे। क्योंकि हम लोग जो भी अभी इस समय मेंटोर हैं, जो इसमें कार्यकर्ता हैं टीम के अंदर, वो सब पहले कोई ना कोई बीमारी से ग्रस्त थे, और हमने इसी लाइफ स्टाइल को फॉलो करके और इस स्वस्थ हुए, अपनी बीमारियों को ठीक कराए। अगर हम जैसे कहते हैं भी, कुछ लोग बताते हैं आचार्य जी से बात करी, पूजा जी से करी, या किसी मेंटोर से करी, तो मैं आचार्य जी आ गए, मैं आचार्य जी पूजा जी को वंदना करता हूँ चरणों में, और माइक हैंड ओवर करता हूँ। थैंक यू जी।
जय मां प्रकृति।
आइए प्रार्थना करते हैं। कमर सीधी, आंखें बंद, लंबी गहरी श्वास लेते हुए ओम की ध्वनि का उच्चारण। गुरु देवो महेश्वर, गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अपनी दोनों हथेलियों की मालिश करें। हाथों की क्षमता को अपनी आंखों पे, चेहरे पे, पूरे शरीर पे धारण करते हुए वापिस आंखें खोल देंगे। माँ प्रकृति की उन सभी संतानों को जो माँ प्रकृति के रहस्य को जानकर रोग रूपी दरिद्रता को उतार फेंक कर स्वास्थ्य के सम्राट बनना चाहते हैं। हम प्रणाम करते हैं। जी
आइए आज के हमारे इस लाइव क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन में हम चलते हैं, आगे बढ़ते हैं। और शुरू करने से पहले मेरी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट, प्लीज 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 अपने वीडियोस ऑन करिए और चैट को उसी तरीके से हम लेकर चलेंगे। थैंक यू गिनी, थैंक यू नाज, थैंक यू अनीता। अपने अपने वीडियोस ऑन कर लीजिए। आज के हम सेशन को उसी तरीके से लेकर चलेंगे जैसे हम चलते हैं। आप प्लीज जब चैट में अपना क्वेश्चन शेयर करेंगे, चाहे आप यूट्यूब से करेंगे, चाहे आप जूम से करेंगे, आप मेंशन जरूर करें आपने सेशन कौन सा किया है, आप क्या फॉलो कर रहे हैं और क्या नहीं कर रहे। पर्टिकुलरली कोई चार्ट हमारा व्हाइट, ग्रीन या येलो फॉलो कर रहे हैं वो मेंशन करिए, ताकि आपके सवाल को, आपके क्वेश्चन को रिप्लाई करने में हमें आसानी हो। इससे पहले कि हम आगे बढ़े, आज का जो सेशन आपने सुना इंग्लिश में हमारे स्पीकर श्री कृष्ण से, उनको मैं कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट करती हूँ, शुभकामनाएं देती हूँ, साधुवाद देती हूँ, आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ। इट वॉज वेरी 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 गुड डिलीवरी, वंडरफुल डिलीवरी। आपके वर्ड्स ने बहुत सारे लोगों को हेल्प की है आज उनकी लाइफ में एक यू टर्न लाने के लिए। इसके लिए आपको बधाई। आइए आप लोगों की ओर से जो भी हमें आप लोग जो हमें भेज रहे हैं अपनी शुभकामनाएं, मैं सभी को प्रणाम करती हूँ और इस सेशन को हम शुरू करते हैं। आइए हम क्वेश्चंस लेते हैं। तो आपका क्वेश्चन है गैलेक्सी F62। ये रैंडम क्वेश्चन है, सभी को इससे फायदा होने वाला है, लेकिन अगर आप अपने हेल्थ से रिलेटेड कुछ भी पूछने वाले हैं तो पूरा स्टेटस डालिएगा। आप क्वेश्चन अपने डाल सकते हैं अब इसमें। तो पहला क्वेश्चन अभी मैं ले रही हूँ गैलेक्सी F62। सबसे पहले मेरी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है गैलेक्सी F62 कि आप अपने नाम से अगर लॉग इन करेंगे ना तो ज्यादा अच्छा होगा। आप लिख रहे हैं, डू वी नीड टू सोक वेजिटेबल्स इन सॉल्ट फॉर सम टाइम सिंस वी हैव टू कंज्यूम इन रॉ स्टेज टू सेव अस फ्रॉम इम्पैक्ट ऑफ पेस्टिसाइड्स। आपका क्वेश्चन है कि क्या सब्जियों को हम नमक वाले पानी में भिगो दें अगर हम उनको पेस्टिसाइड से बचाना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि हम उनको रॉ स्टेज पर खा रहे हैं। अगर आप सब्जियों को पेस्टिसाइड्स और केमिकल्स के इम्पैक्ट से बचाना चाहते हैं, हम आपको बोलते हैं कि आप उनको नॉर्मल फ्रेश वाटर में भिगो दीजिए। हमारे पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से ये ज्यादा अच्छा है कि आप उनको नॉर्मल फ्रेश वाटर में 2 घंटे के लिए सोक कर दीजिए। जब आप ऐसा करते हैं तो उनके ऊपर जो पेस्टिसाइड्स डाले जाते हैं उनके इम्पैक्ट काफी हद तक कम हो जाते हैं। इसमें 2 बातें सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। पहली ये कि आप उनको 2 घंटे के लिए पानी में सोक कर देंगे, उसके बाद रनिंग वाटर में अच्छे से वॉश कर लेंगे तो काफी हद तक इम्पैक्ट कम हो जाएंगे। और दूसरा ये कि आप सीजनल वेजिटेबल्स और सीजनल फ्रूट्स का ही इस्तेमाल करेंगे, क्योंकि उनके ऊपर उतने ज्यादा पेस्टिसाइड्स और केमिकल्स का इस्तेमाल नहीं होता। तो दोनों केसेस में फिर आप काफी सेफ साइड पे चले जाएंगे, आपको वो नहीं इम्पैक्ट करेंगे। इसका तीसरा हिस्सा है कि अगर कुछ चला भी गया, कोई केमिकल अंदर चला भी गया, तो आपको होगा क्या, उस केमिकल को बाहर निकालने के लिए आपको नजला, जुकाम, कुछ वॉमिट या लूज मोशन ऐसा कुछ आएगा, एकदम से नहीं आएगा, 1-1.5 महीने के बाद आएगा। जब ऐसा होगा तो आप उसको हमारे तरीके से, नेचुरल लाइफस्टाइल के तरीके से व्हाइट चार्ट पे रहकर बेड पैक, जैसे अभी आपको कृष्ण लाल जी ने समझाया है, उससे आप ठीक करेंगे कि आप व्हाइट चार्ट यानी लिक्विड डाइट को फॉलो करेंगे। आप बेड एब्डोमिनल पैक उस केस में दिन में 2 से 3 बार लगाएंगे। नॉन वायलेंट एनिमा का इस्तेमाल करेंगे। आपकी अगर कोई केमिकल चला भी गया तो वो बॉडी में से निकल जाएगा। इसलिए आप इस तरीके से फॉलो करें। जी जी अच्छा जी
हो गया।
तो आचार्य संजीव लिख रहे हैं कि आप पिछले 8 दिनों से जूस, फल, सलाद और कंपोजिट रोटी प्रयोग कर रहे हैं। ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है। आप कर रहे हैं, तो क्या कोई आपका कंसर्न है, क्या कोई चैलेंज आपका रिजॉल्व हुआ है संजीव जी? आप प्लीज वो मेंशन करें, आपको कैसा लग रहा है वो आप मेंशन करें। आचार्य जी, तरुण अग्रवाल जी का क्वेश्चन है कि अगर मेरे को कोई बीमारी नहीं है तो भी क्या मैं 4 डेज कैंप को अटेंड करूं?
देखिए, नेचुरल लाइफस्टाइल में किसी बीमारी का इलाज नहीं किया जाता। नेचुरल लाइफस्टाइल को फॉलो करने से बीमारियां स्वयं ठीक हो जाती हैं। बीमारियों का इस साइंस के साथ नाम जोड़ दिया गया है ताकि आप लोगों को इस साइंस को फॉलो करने के लिए प्रेरित किया जा सके। इन द रियल साइंस ऑफ वर्ड्स, ये चिकित्सा पद्धति नहीं है, ये जीवन पद्धति है। प्राकृतिक चिकित्सा, इसका नाम ही गलत है। ये प्राकृतिक जीवन शैली है, इसीलिए हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का नाम नेचुरल लाइफस्टाइल है। क्या हम अपने कारोबार में ऐसा करते हैं कि पहले हमें नुकसान हो, कंपनी घाटे में जाए, बैंकक्रप्ट हो जाए, दिवाला निकल जाए और उसके बाद सोचें कि बचत कैसे करें? ऐसा तो हम बिल्कुल भी नहीं करते। हम पैसा कमाते रहते हैं और पैसा खत्म होने का इंतजार कभी भी नहीं करते। किंतु सेहत के साथ हम उल्टा करते हैं। सेहत के साथ अगर नौजवान बच्चे खाने पीने में थोड़ा परहेज करते हैं तो अक्सर बड़े लोग बोलते हैं, इनकी तो उम्र है, इनको तो खाने दो, तुम सफेद बालों वाले परहेज करो। मतलब तुम्हारा दिवाला निकल गया, तुम बचत करो। तुम्हारी सेहत का दिवाला निकल गया, तुम बचत करो। इनके पास काफी सेहत है, अभी जब तक इनकी सेहत का दिवाला नहीं निकलता तब तक इंतजार करो। ऐसा नहीं करना। पैसे के मामले में हम ऐसा कभी भी इंतजार नहीं करते और हम हमेशा जितनी देर जीते हैं इस धरती के ऊपर, हमारे पास रुपए पैसे की, खाने पीने की, पहनने की कमी नहीं आती। सेहत के मामले में हम उल्टा करते हैं। सेहत खराब होने के बाद उसको संभालने का प्रयास करते हैं और सेहत लगभग सभी की खराब हो जाती है बड़ी उम्र तक पहुंचते। इसलिए इसको जन्म से ही शुरू करना है और सारी उम्र करना है। ये चिकित्सा पद्धति नहीं है, ये लाइफस्टाइल है। थैंक यू
जी। तरुण, आपका क्वेश्चन है कि क्या आप सैलेड में एलिमेंट्स को सोक कर सकते हैं? बिल्कुल, आप एलिमेंट्स को सोक कर सकते हैं। आप 5-6 बादाम सैलेड में ओवरनाइट सोक करके उनको पील करके अपने सैलेड में डालकर ले सकते हैं। इफ यू आर क्वाइट हेल्दी, अगर आप बिल्कुल ठीक हैं, देखिए इसका पैरामीटर आपके अंदर से आएगा। हमें आपके एलिमेंट्स लेने से, मैं आपको वॉलनट भी बोल सकती हूँ, मैं आपको 4 तरह के सीड्स होते हैं जिनको 4 मगज हिंदी में बोला जाता है, वो भी हम ऐड कर सकते हैं। लेकिन इट्स ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन योर हेल्थ। ये सब कुछ आपके हेल्थ लेवल पे डिपेंड करता है। अगर आपका हेल्थ लेवल अच्छा है, अगर ये ऐड करने के बाद, ये सोप ड्राई फ्रूट्स ऐड करने के बाद, क्योंकि आपने सोप पीनट्स के बारे में भी पूछा है, अगर ये सब ऐड करने के बाद आपको, जब आप सैलेड ले रहे हैं और नेक्स्ट डे आपको कॉन्स्टिपेशन नहीं है, आपको गैस फॉर्म नहीं हो रही है, आपको एसिडिटी नहीं हो रही है, आपका सब बिल्कुल बढ़िया चल रहा है, तो फिर आप ये ऐड ऑन कर सकते हैं। अगर ये ऐड करने के बाद आपका हेल्थ लेवल नीचे जा रहा है, डाउन जा रहा है, यानी कि कॉन्स्टिपेशन हो गई या गैस हो गई, एसिडिटी हो गई, ऐसा कुछ आप फील कर रहे हैं, तो फिर आप इनको अभी मत लीजिए। हेल्थ को अच्छा करिए। जितना आप अगर जल्दी हेल्थ को लेना चाहते हैं, अपनी बीमारियों को ठीक करना चाहते हैं, उतना ये अच्छा है कि आप जैसा हमने आपको बताया वैसा सैलेड लें, फिर ग्रेजुअली आप ये चीजें ऐड ऑन करके चेक कर सकते हैं, ले सकते हैं। जी,
क्वेश्चन है। देखिए, एक तो जब आप चैट में लिखते हैं, आपका लिखा रहा है ऑर्गेनिक फूड रेसिपी। अगर आप अपना नाम यहाँ भरेंगे तो हम आपके नाम से आपको बुलाएंगे तो आपको अच्छा लगेगा। तो ऑर्गेनिक फूड रेसिपी जो लिखा हुआ है, ये पूछ रहे हैं कि बॉडी पर हेयर ग्रोथ ज्यादा है, इसको कैसे कम कर सकते हैं? मतलब अगर हमारे शरीर की किसी ऐसी जगह पे हेयर आ रहे हैं, बाल आ रहे हैं जहां नहीं होने चाहिए या ज्यादा आ रहे हैं, तो कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? अंदर से या बाहर से? वो तो अंदर से आ रहे हैं। अंदर से अनवांटेड हेयर ग्रोथ जब होती है तो उसका कारण क्या होता है? उसका कारण है हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस। अब हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस को कैसे बैलेंस करें? हमारी बॉडी के अंदर कई तरह के सिस्टम हैं, जैसे कि डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम, ग्लैंडुलर सिस्टम, सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम, नर्वाइन सिस्टम। देयर आर सो मेनी सिस्टम। जितने भी सिस्टम हैं, सारे सिस्टम भगवान ने अपने हाथ में रखे हुए हैं। हमारा रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम अपने आप चलता है, सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम अपने आप चलता है, नर्वाइन सिस्टम अपने आप चलता है। सिर्फ 2 सिस्टम हैं जो मानव के हाथ में दिए, एक है रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम और दूसरा है डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम। इन्हीं का दुरुपयोग करके हमने दूसरे सारे सिस्टम खराब कर दिए। जैसे हमारी गाड़ी में एक पुर्जा खराब हो जाए, अगर हम समय पे उसकी रिपेयर ना कराएं तो धीरे धीरे पूरी गाड़ी का इंजन ही खराब हो जाता है। ठीक ऐसे ही जब हमारा डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम खराब हो जाता है तो हमारा ग्लैंडुलर सिस्टम खराब हो जाता है। डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम के डिसऑर्डर होने से ग्लैंडुलर सिस्टम डिसऑर्डर हो जाता है। ग्लैंडुलर सिस्टम डिसऑर्डर हो जाने से हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस हो जाता है। करना क्या है? नेचुरल लाइफस्टाइल को फॉलो करना है। जो हमने अभी तक मैजिकल डाइट प्लान में बताया है, या जो भी लॉज ऑफ नेचर हैं, जो हमारे प्रिंसिपल्स में बताए जाते हैं, उनको फॉलो करना है। अगर आप ऐसा करेंगे, आपकी अनवांटेड एक्सेस हेयर ग्रोथ पूरी तरह ठीक हो जाएगी। लगता है कि केवल भोजन में सुधार करने से ये हेयर ग्रोथ कैसे ठीक हो सकती है? अच्छा, यदि गाड़ी का पेट्रोल ठीक ना हो और हमें पक्का मालूम हो कि पेट्रोल जो है वो इम्प्योर है, तो गाड़ी सही नहीं चल सकती। केवल पेट्रोल को शुद्ध करने से गाड़ी सही चलने लग सकती है, बिल्कुल लग सकती है। और जितने भी प्रयास किए जाएंगे वो कोई भी काम नहीं करेगा जब तक पेट्रोल को ठीक नहीं करेंगे। ठीक ऐसे ही अगर शरीर के भोजन को ठीक नहीं करेंगे, मतलब के डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम को ठीक नहीं करेंगे, जो करना है कर लो, शरीर का कोई भी सिस्टम ठीक नहीं चलेगा। कंप्लीट।
जी, लेखराम गोयल जी, आपका क्वेश्चन है कि आप कल रात को वॉशरूम में गिर गए, जिसकी वजह से आपका राइट साइड का कंधा, घुटना, कमर ठुक गई है। राइट साइड में माथे पर चोट भी आई है। अभी सारा शरीर अकड़ा पड़ा है और क्या करूं? येलो चार्ट फॉलो कर रही हूँ। देखिए लेखराम गोयल जी, गो बैक टू 4 डेज कैंप। 4 डेज कैंप में वापस जाइए। हमने आपको वहां क्या ट्रेनिंग दी थी कि जब भी कोई इमरजेंसी आ जाएगी, वो इमरजेंसी इंटरनल भी हो सकती है और एक्सटर्नल भी। ये एक्सटर्नल इमरजेंसी है, यानी कि एक्सीडेंटल इमरजेंसी है। आपका एक छोटा सा एक्सीडेंट हुआ है जिसकी वजह से आपकी पूरी जो राइट साइड की बॉडी है वो ठुक गई है, उसमें पेन है। दैट मीन्स ये इमरजेंसी है, पेन है। जब तक आपको बॉडी में पेन है, आपने खाना कुछ नहीं, आप लिक्विड डाइट यानी कि व्हाइट चार्ट पे रहें। भले ही वो एक्सटर्नल है, उसको ठीक करने के लिए बॉडी को जो पावर चाहिए वहां सारी लगानी है, वो आपको कहाँ से मिलेगी? अंदर से ही मिलेगी। वो पूरी पावर आपकी इस पेन को जो ठुक गया है ठीक करने में लग जाए, इसके लिए आप व्हाइट चार्ट पे रहिए। आप नारियल पानी ले सकते हैं, आप पेठे का जूस ले सकते हैं, आप बथुआ टमाटर जूस ले सकते हैं। अगर आपको कुछ गर्म लेने की इच्छा हो, आप वेजिटेबल सूप ले सकते हैं बिना नमक डाले। इसके साथ अगर पॉसिबल है तो आप पेट के ऊपर पट्टी लगाइए दिन में 2 से 3 बार, अगर पेन उस लेवल का नहीं है, अगर आपके लिए पॉसिबल है वो करना। सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट, आज धूप बहुत अच्छी है, आप कपड़े हटाकर शरीर के इन एरियाज पे धूप लगाइए। सिर को ढक के रखिएगा, बाकी सारे इन एरियाज के ऊपर धूप लगाइए। जब ये गर्म हो जाए धूप में तो वापस छांव में आ जाइए, कुछ देर के लिए छांव में रहिए, उसके बाद वापस इनके ऊपर धूप लगा।
वीडियो स्टिल हो गई, आवाज भी नहीं आ रही। अभी कोई टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम है तो भी आते हैं आचार्य जी। देखिए, आपकी गाड़ी जो शरीर रूपी गाड़ी है, जिस स्थिति में चलेगी आपको उसी स्थिति के हिसाब से भोजन लेना होगा। जो मेन चीज है, हमारी साइंस यही है। अगर आपका येलो चार्ट से काम नहीं चल रहा है, आपको प्रॉब्लम है, तो आप ग्रीन चार्ट पे आ जाएं। अगर ग्रीन से भी आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं होती तो आप व्हाइट चार्ट पे आ जाएं। जैसे आपकी सिस्टम अच्छा जहाँ पे सूट करता है वही डाइट हमें लेनी पड़ेगी। ऐसा नहीं है भाई हम सोच रहे हैं हम तो कम खा रहे हैं या ज्यादा खा रहे हैं, उसको आप ना देखें। आपकी बॉडी जो अलाउ करेगी वो डाइट हमें लेनी पड़ेगी। इस चीज पे हमें ज्यादा फोकस करना है। अगर हमारी कोई प्रॉब्लम ठीक नहीं हो रही, चाहे हम उसको 10 साल से फॉलो कर रहे हैं एनएलएस को, इसका मतलब नहीं है हम एनएलएस को 10 साल से फॉलो करें तो हम स्वस्थ हो गए। अगर हम गलत खाना खाना शुरू कर देंगे तो प्रॉब्लम फिर आ जाएगी हमारी। तो फिर हमें वो ध्यान देना पड़ेगा कि हमारी गलती कहाँ हो रही है, उस गलती को पकड़ें और डाइट को ठीक करें। जी आगे
जी। तो हमारे यहाँ कुछ चैलेंज है, टेक्निकल इश्यू। हम लोग अब मोबाइल से कनेक्ट हुए हैं। हम कोशिश करते हैं आपके आगे के क्वेश्चंस लेने का। सॉरी फॉर द आपको जो परेशानी हुई है उसके लिए वी आर वेरी सॉरी। आइए।
सुनील कुमार जी पूछ रहे हैं कि मैं फ्रूट एंड वेजिटेबल्स ही खा रहा हूँ।
उनका संवाद का चल रहा था, अगर आप पूरा कंप्लीट करते हैं तो। लेखराम जी का ना
पूरी बात हुई नहीं? अच्छा, पूरी पहुंची
कट गया था वो, आप जो संवाद बता रहे थे ना।
ओके, तो उनको सन बेदिंग कैसे करनी है लेखराम जी? आपको जो आपका राइट एरिया है जहां पर आपको चोट आई है, ठुक गया है, वो पूरे एरिया के ऊपर आपको धूप लगानी है। जब धूप में ये एरिया गर्म हो जाए तो फिर आपने वापस छांव में आना है और फिर इस कुछ देर छांव में बैठ के वापस धूप में जाना है। ऐसे कंडीशन में आपने सिर को ढक के रखना है और पूरे बॉडी के ऊपर धूप लगानी है। 3 से 4 बार इसको आपने रिपीट करना है और एनिमा लेना है। ऐसा करने से, व्हाइट चार्ट पर रहने से आपको 24 आवर्स में 60 to 70% रिलीफ आ जाएगा। फिर आपने ग्रेजुअली अपनी डाइट में फ्रूट्स ऐड करने हैं और फिर वेरी नेक्स्ट डे आपने सैलेड ऐड करने हैं। जब पेन पूरे तरीके से आपका ठीक हो जाए उसके बाद आपने येलो चार्ट पर आना। दिस इज कंप्लीट फॉर लेखराम गुरु जी।
सुनील कुमार पूछ रहे हैं कि वो फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स ही ले रहे हैं, यूरिन उनको बार बार आ रहा है, ब्लैडर पे स्वेलिंग है, वो ठीक नहीं हो रही है। देखिए, अगर आपके यहाँ स्वेलिंग है और ठीक नहीं हो रही है तो आप व्हाइट चार्ट को फॉलो करें। एनएलएस व्हाइट चार्ट में क्या ले सकते हैं आप सफेद पेठे का रस, नारियल पानी, किसी भी कच्ची सब्जी का रस जैसे कि बथुआ टमाटर का रस, पालक टमाटर का रस, वेजिटेबल स्टॉक, ये 4 तरह के लिक्विड लीजिए। सुबह शाम अनीमा लीजिए। पेट के ऊपर पट्टी लगाइए दिन में 3 बार। यदि आप ऐसा करेंगे 2-3 दिन में आप ठीक हो जाएंगे। फिर आप फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल शुरू कर सकते हैं कंप्लीट।
जी। श्रेनिक आपका क्वेश्चन है कि आप 30 साल के हैं, आपकी स्टमक कंडीशन ये है कि आपको हर समय ऐसा लगता है कि वॉमिट होने वाली है, मुझे कुछ भी खाने का दिल नहीं करता, बाहर का खाना आपको बिल्कुल सूट नहीं करता, आपका स्टमक जो है वो स्पाइसी फूड टॉलरेट नहीं कर पाता, मैं क्या करूं, मेरी हेल्प करिए। श्रेनिक देखिए, आपकी जो बॉडी है वो खुद ही बोल रही है कि आपको अभी आपका जो स्टमक है वो कुछ भी लेने के लिए यानी कि अंदर डालने के लिए तैयार नहीं है। मतलब क्या है कि बॉडी रेस्ट चाहती है। कहाँ से रेस्ट? भोजन से, खाने से, डाइट से रेस्ट। तो आप अभी 24 आवर्स के लिए लिक्विड डाइट एनालिस का व्हाइट चार्ट फॉलो करिए। एनालिस का व्हाइट चार्ट में आपने क्या लेना है, अभी अभी आचार्य जी ने बोला है, मैं रिपीट करती हूँ। आप नारियल पानी ले सकते हैं, आप पेठी का जूस ले सकते हैं, आप सब्जियों का वेजिटेबल स्टॉक ले सकते हैं, आप बथुआ टमाटर जूस ले सकते हैं। जब जब आपको भूख की फीलिंग हो आप यही चीजें लें। वेट एब्डोमिनल पैक आप दिन में 3 से 4 बार लगाएं और नॉन वायलेंट एनीमा का इस्तेमाल करें। आपके क्वेश्चन से ये पता चलता है आप नए हैं, तो आप हमारे वीडियोस जो कि हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर कि एनीमा को कैसे यूज करना है और वेट पैक को कैसे लगाना है, इनको जरूर गो थ्रू करें अगर आपने सुबह का सेशन भी अटेंड नहीं किया है तो। हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर, हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल का नाम है नेचुरल लाइफस्टाइल। आप वहां जाकर चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, ऑल बटन को प्रेस करें, वीडियोस में जाएंगे, प्लेलिस्ट में, एप्लीकेशंस में हमारे आपको ये सारे वीडियोस मिल जाएंगे जो मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ। वेट पैक और नॉन वायलेंट एनीमा आप हमारी अमेजोन से आप मंगवा सकते हैं, हमारे हेड ऑफिस से मंगवा सकते हैं। इस तरीके से आप बिल्कुल चिंता मत करिए। 24 to 48 आवर्स मीन्स 1 या 2 दिन आप लिक्विड डाइट को फॉलो करेंगे तो उसके बाद आपको काफी रिलीफ फील होगा। फिर आप एनालिस के ग्रीन चार्ट पर आएंगे, फिर धीरे धीरे आप येलो चार्ट और फिर अपनी नॉर्मल डाइट पर आएंगे। इस तरीके से आप फॉलो करें।
Just
वही टेक्निकल इशू है, अभी आने वाले हैं आचार्य जी। तो जैसे मैं बता रहा था, आपकी अगर गाड़ी चलाते हैं, आप सब ड्राइविंग जानते हैं, 3rd गियर में गाड़ी नहीं चलेगी तो 2nd गियर में गाड़ी लेनी पड़ेगी। अगर 2nd में भी नहीं चलती है, स्पीड नहीं बनती है, तो 1st में लेनी पड़ेगी। तो ऐसी हमारी बॉडी है, जो हमारे चार्ट है वो एज ए गियर है, व्हाइट चार्ट, ग्रीन चार्ट, जल आचमन भी है। अगर हमारी लिक्विड पे भी अगर हमें हेल्थ अच्छा नहीं हो रही तो हमें जल आचमन पे भी आना पड़ेगा। उसी हिसाब से हेल्थ के गियर हमें चेंज करने हैं। जैसे जैसे हमारी बॉडी ठीक होती जाएगी फिर हम अपने गियर को आगे बढ़ाते रहेंगे। अगर जल आचमन की रिक्वायरमेंट है बॉडी की तो वो जल आचमन से जल्दी क्योर होगी। और जल आचमन पे जब क्योर हो जाए तो फिर हम लिक्विड डाइट को, जितने दिन हमने जल आचमन करा उतने दिन लिक्विड डाइट को फॉलो करें। जितने दिन लिक्विड डाइट जल आचमन करा तो फिर ग्रीन चार्ट करें। तब हम और अच्छे हो जाएं तो फिर हम येलो चार्ट की तरफ जाएंगे। अगर आपकी एज 50 साल से कम है और आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है तो आप हमारा ब्लू चार्ट फॉलो कर सकते हैं, अन्यथा नहीं कर सकते। आपको कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है, आपकी कोई भी एज है, तो आप 2 टाइम का अनाज नहीं खा सकते। तो उस हिसाब से आपको चलना पड़ेगा, अपनी लाइफ को खुद समझना पड़ेगा। ठीक आप नहीं होना है, आपकी अंदर की जो शक्ति है, प्राण शक्ति, वही आपको ठीक कर सकती है। तो उसको आपको समझना पड़ेगा। उससे अगर आगे चलेंगे, हम उससे फास्ट चलेंगे, तो अगर कोई लाभ हमें नहीं हो रहा एनएलएस को फॉलो करके, तो इसका मतलब हम एनएलएस को अभी नहीं समझ पाए और उसको अच्छे से फॉलो नहीं कर रहे। कोई भी रोग होगा, मेरे कोई 7 तरह की बीमारियां थी, हमारे सारे टीम मेंबर्स को कोई ना कोई बड़ी हैवी कुछ बीमारियां थी, सब लोग ठीक हुए हैं और टीम से जुड़ गए हैं। आप भी इसको फॉलो करके।
राजीव जी, मैं ऑडिबल, मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ जी, आ रही है, ओके।
तो क्वेश्चन था अरुणा यादव जी का। अरुणा जी पूछ रही हैं कि क्या जो संडे को दिल्ली में संडे क्लास होती थी वो अभी भी है क्या? अरुणा जी, जहां आप हैं वहीं हम खड़े हैं। बहुत जल्द हम मंथ में एक बार अपनी संडे क्लास शुरू करने जा रहे हैं। हमने इसको काफी बार स्टार्ट करने की कोशिश की है, लेकिन बार बार जो गाइडलाइंस इस तरीके से आई हैं कि हम लोगों को इकट्ठा नहीं कर सकते, हम इसको अभी तक नहीं हमने स्टार्ट किया। हम ऑनलाइन ही आपके पास आ रहे हैं और कहीं ना कहीं हमें ऑनलाइन से जो हम आपके साथ वर्ल्ड वाइड जुड़ जाते हैं, इसका मन में एक फील भी आ चुका था कि हम बहुत सारे लोगों को, आप सबको मिल पाते हैं। लेकिन बहुत जल्द मंथ में एक बार हम अपनी संडे क्लास शुरू करने वाले हैं। आपको कैसे पता चलेगा कि वो क्लास हो रही है, ये हमारे सभी व्यूअर्स ध्यान से सुने। हमारी क्लास की इंफॉर्मेशन आपको कैसे मिलेगी? आप हमारे नेचुरल लाइफस्टाइल यूट्यूब चैनल नेचुरल लाइफस्टाइल को सब्सक्राइब करें, ऑल बटन को प्रेस करें, बेल को दबाकर ऑल बटन को प्रेस करें। मैं हमारे सारे टीम लीडर्स को भी और हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को भी ये क्लियर करना चाहती हूँ। हम जब भी चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करते हैं, हमारे पास 3 स्टेप हैं। पहला स्टेप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना, दूसरा बेल बटन को प्रेस करना और तीसरा बेल बटन को प्रेस करने के बाद ऑल को प्रेस करना, नहीं तो नोटिफिकेशंस नहीं आएंगी। आप ये तीनों स्टेप फॉलो करें और इस तरीके से आप हमारे चैनल पर आ जाएंगे। जैसे ही हम ये प्रोग्राम को शुरू करेंगे आपको मैसेज आ जाएगा, फिर आप संडे क्लास में आ सकते हैं। हमें आपसे मिलकर बहुत खुशी होगी।
इस क्वेश्चन
सचिन अग्रवाल जी कह रहे हैं यूट्यूब से कि आई हैव बीन फॉलोइंग एनालिस्ट सिंस 40 days एंड रिजल्ट्स आर ऑसम। दैट्स वेरी गुड सचिन जी। तो फिर आपको मैं रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि आप हमारे साथ जूम पर आ जाइए, कनेक्ट हो जाइए, ताकि हम आपके रिजल्ट्स को भी सुन सके और अपने रिजल्ट्स आप हमारे साथ शेयर करिए। तो मैं अपनी टीम जो यूट्यूब पर अभी एक्टिव है, आप प्लीज जूम का लिंक यूट्यूब की चैट में शेयर कर दीजिए, ताकि हमारे जो भी व्यूअर्स जूम पे आना चाहते हैं वो आ सके।
लक्की दास जी पूछ रहे हैं, बेस्ट हाइट इंक्रीजिंग डाइट प्लान। तो आप अपनी हाइट बढ़ाना चाहते हैं और आप जानना चाहते हैं कि उसके लिए बेस्ट डाइट क्या हो सकती है। तो हाइट को बढ़ाने के लिए जो बेस्ट डाइट है वो फिर आपको एनालिस्ट भी मैसेज देता है कि हाइट नहीं बढ़ने का कारण क्या है। हाइट नहीं बढ़ने का कारण है हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस। पेड़ पे लटक के या किसी चीज के साथ लटक के हाइट बढ़ जाएगी, ऐसा नहीं है। हाइट भी अंदर से ही बढ़नी है। हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस कैसे ठीक होगा? डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम के डिसऑर्डर होने से ग्लैंडुलर सिस्टम डिसऑर्डर हो जाता है। ग्लैंडुलर सिस्टम से डिसऑर्डर हो जाने से हार्मोनल इम्बैलेंस हो जाता है। हमारी साइंस में यूनिटी ऑफ डिजीजेस, यूनिटी ऑफ कॉज ऑफ डिजीजेस, यूनिटी ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट। सभी रोग एक हैं, सभी रोगों का कारण एक है, सभी रोगों का इलाज एक है। हाइट को बढ़ाने के लिए कोई पर्टिकुलर डाइट प्लान नहीं है, स्पेसिफिक डाइट प्लान नहीं है। जो हम आपको डाइट प्लान दे रहे हैं अपनी अपनी स्टेजेज अनुसार वाइट चार्ट, ग्रीन चार्ट, येलो चार्ट फॉलो करें। पेट के ऊपर पट्टी लगाएं। कब्ज हो तो अनीमा लें। यदि आप इन सभी चीजों को शुरू करेंगे तो आपकी हाइट अगर इस कारण से रुकी होगी कि कोई उसका कारण है, अगर आपकी नेचुरली हाइट उतनी ही बनती है शरीर की तो फिर कुछ भी कर लो नहीं बढ़ेगी। अगर पीछे कोई ना कोई बॉडी की कमी होगी, कोई कारण होगा, अगर आप इसको करेंगे तो जरूर बढ़ जाएगी।
जी नैना कोहली, आप कह रहे हैं कि 11 साल की बेटी है, टीथ आ रहे हैं और लूज मोशंस हैं। शायद आप 11 महीने लिखना चाहते हैं कि 11 महीने की बच्ची है और उसको टीथ आ रहे हैं और लूज मोशंस उसको हो रहे हैं। जब बच्चों को टीथ आते हैं इस एज में तो इट हैपेंस क्योंकि काफी